welcome everybody to the first cup match of the season. Big boys. Charlie Walsh, as per usual, with you until full time with what can only be described as a very well lit man. Tom Atherton. Tom, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. We decided that it was best to try and do it for those who didn't want to spend the money tonight, and yep. I don't blame you if you didn't. Trust me, because I don't think we're going to enjoy ourselves, but we're here to do it for you. So, yeah, I'm excited more so to interact with the chat while this is all going on. I'm not too bothered about how it goes. Obviously, be happy if we win, but yeah, it would be a good chance to speak to people and see how everyone's doing tonight. What about you? Are you ready for the magic of the cup?
The magic of the cup. I am. I think this is potentially a win. I'm not like thinking we're going to do a big madness or anything. I don't think we're going to have an insane victory. It's not going to be a 4-0 whapping. But I do think we've got a win on our hands. A good whapping. You know what I mean? You know, who doesn't love a bit of whap? Shout out to Kevin Crawford, Mystical Irish, Tommy, Rebecca, James Gunn, Foshizi, JH, Marcus Lab, Cash Money, James Gunge, Brad Beal. Sorry, it threw me off because my brain got a bit hyped about the idea of EastEnders. I apologise. Greg Thomas. I'm going to give this one a shot. Here we go. Umbrophobia. That was way easier than I thought it was.
He was there the other night. He loves us and Maisie.
But I always... What happens is when I read it, I get shook. And then I break it down into syllables. And it becomes a lot easier. Umbrophobia. And Lubot. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Lubot, yes, we are watching the game, so you guys don't have to if you don't want to spend the money. However, if somebody finds a link to the game and they want to share it in the chat, we're not going to go find it for you. But if you want to share it in the chat, then do so. If you find a decent link for somebody, but we're not going to go actively find the stream because we've paid for it. But you're more than welcome to share the links in the chat. So, Schizo coming in as well.
Oh, Schizo. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. And of course, 80s and Lubot, Doc Moet, Gavin McGrath, Reese, all big people doing big bits. It's being shown on the EFL. The EFL have charged for it. They're doing it on their own website. It's £10 to watch. Which one of us here has paid? And the
she will name no name.
Thank you. I hate you, but thank you. But yeah, it's on EFL. I don't know in the USA. I don't think you can pay. I saw Wally talking about it earlier. I don't think I don't think you physically can pay them on the EFL website if you're in America, which is a stress, but it is what it is. Shout out to Clips as well, who's rocked up. James Gunn. James Gunn, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's an early one. It's an early one today.
It's a very early.
So I don't know the lineups. I had my earphones on, and Gio and Gonzo were talking, but to be frank, I was not listening to them. So, Tom. Let's get that lineup.
James Gunn. I'm not eating for a week now, mate. I say I'm not eating. My mum's not eating for a week, so to put me in a position to do this. But yes, here we are. I'm going to read to you tonight. Also, quickly, stream. If you could notice, because this stuff makes me happy, I have slightly changed the graphic. Can you name anything that is different in the graphic? It's so subtle that you might never notice it. I'm relying on you, Rebecca, to tell me what's different about the graphic.
This is the most prepared we've been in a while for one. I can't lie.
We got this done at like half.
We were set up ready, like half three or something. We were prepped and ready to go. Usually it's our last second thing, but we were on it.
Oh, Foe is on it. Well done, Foe. I'll rate that Foe. He's clocked it straight away. He's got a nice little purple gradient. Just makes it look a little bit brighter.
I love how you
and
wait.
The badge.
Cash
money with the badge.
One person said one word, and then all of a sudden you're like, "We've got this lovely gradient going." You can't wait to talk about it.
The badge as well. Yes, Cash Money. We have updated. I did update that on the thumbnails the other day. Lou, but we're not allowed to show the game live, mate. Unfortunately, that's why we kind of do it for you guys. So if you don't want to watch it, and you want to listen to us and just chat with other West Ham fans when it's going on, then
yes,
it's the best place to do so. But yeah, unfortunately, mate, I'm sorry because we'll obviously get banned, and we don't want to do that. So right, team news. Are you ready, Charlie?
Lay it on me.
We'll go with the opposition first. In goal for them, I imagine this is Ben Amos, former United keeper.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Do you want me to pull up a Charlton squad list so we can confirm this? What I've done there is I've typed in my own name. We're gonna go for Charlton instead. so we can confirm. But Ben Amos, I believe, is at Charlton.
Right.
It is Ben Amos. Ben Amos. It is confirmed.
Ben Amos.
Ben Amos.
Confirmed Ben Amos.
Yeah.
So, in goal, Ben Amos. Now I'm going to read a load of names that I do not know, except for one man who is on the thumbnail of this video. Purrington, what a name. Oshilaja. I'll leave him till last. Bon, Pratley, their skipper. Doherty, Oztumer, Levitt, Lapsley, and Barker. And the main man, Wales' greatest ever export, Johnny Williams.
Oh, is Johnny Williams in this team? He is Johnny bloody Williams. Do you remember when he was incredible in FIFA?
Yeah, he was. What a man. Best mates with Gareth Bale, which is just
Crystal
very
Palace
strange.
legend. Crystal Palace legend, Johnny
Which
Williams.
is very, very, very strange. But there you go. So I don't think we'll spend too much time because we don't know them too well. Obviously, Lee Bowyer is the manager. As I was listening to Gio at the back end of the stream, it's a good audition for him tonight because he has said before that he'd love to be West Ham manager one day. Anyway, the West Ham starting lineup tonight is as follows. There's some changes from the weekend. In goal, we've got Darren Randolph. Pleased with that rotation. Obviously, people have questioned Fabianski a little bit, haven't they, the last few weeks?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not questioning Fabianski, but it's just nice to get some different people in the loop. But it's something I said the other day to someone. It might have even been on the Hammers Chat Patreon exclusive podcast, Two Spanners, One Hammer. If you subscribe, you can. It was. I'm excited for this match because I just think we'll see some different players, which is very exciting because David Moyes, he doesn't half love the same boys, does he?
There's one player in here who I know you're going to love. I feel an affinity, Jordan Hugill style, coming on for this man.
Okay, this is exciting for me.
Okay, the back four tonight, we've got Ben Johnson, which I think we're both happy to see. Ogbonna is rested tonight, which I'm glad. Balbuena, who is also captain tonight. Diop and Masuako. Should be a good enough, well-experienced international defence. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Fabio Balbuena, to deal with League One opposition with some sort of ease, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's a good game for Johnson to get his footing back in after that performance. Good to get his footing back in against the League One side. Should be good. I mean, I disagree with everyone on Balbuena. I think he's all right. I like Balbuena. I don't think he's a world beater or anything, but I don't hate him as others do. I think he's the worst thing in the world. So that's a good enough back line. Left back is a problem, but there we go. It's always going to be a problem no matter who plays. So
exactly. Right. In midfield, which I imagine is a midfield three, maybe 4-3-3, sort of with a, in the FIFA terms, a cam, or sort of somebody in behind the striker. But it is Josh Cullen. Yeah, you're happy with that, yeah? I knew that would excite you. Obviously, back at his old stomping ground, where they absolutely adore him at Charlton for how good he was for them. Robert Snodgrass and Manuel Lanzini.
Okay.
It's like you said though. Early on in the season, it's good to get guys like have a run out and get some fitness under their belts because you would imagine that the likes of Snodgrass and Lanzini would probably play 90 minutes potentially.
Yeah, you'd suspect. Interesting. Again, this is something I keep raising, and I'm going to keep raising. We don't have a second defensive midfielder, so the fact that we're just not playing one is interesting. Got to be a lot of work for them today. But yeah. Not bad. Josh Cullen, I'm just very happy he's actually playing because he should be. He should be more often, in my opinion. It's frustrating that he isn't, to be honest. So,
yeah, I'm okay with that. Again, I think Declan Rice needed just leave it open slightly so she can come back and forth for a little bit. Sorry, early Maisie sighting tonight.
Get hyped.
She has gone back downstairs. I do apologise. No, I'm happy to see. Obviously, Cullen, I think we're both really sort of excited to see what he could bring to the table. I think he should have. He was a shoe-in to start tonight. And then obviously Snodgrass and Lanzini, I think it'll be good just to get some rotation because Declan Rice did play 90 minutes in both friendlies. And then obviously 90 minutes the other day. So glad we've rotated him. And then the front three tonight, which if they can't score or perform against Charlton, we're in trouble. So it's Andrei Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, and Sebastian Haller.
Okay.
It's big. It's a lot of money up front.
So they've decided to go for it, then, haven't they? They've decided to put big guns on the bench, which, to be fair, is basically our second string team.
As Clips has just said, though, there is no Wilshere to be seen.
Is he on the? Yeah, tell me what the bench is. What's the bench?
Martin Ashby, who I've heard of, Connor Coventry, Alessi, Fornals, Jared Bowen, and Zandy Silva.
Ashby threw me off. I have no idea who that is.
Never heard of him.
I'm not super keen on the bench, but if the first team's not good enough, if the first team's not good enough to beat Charlton, then you've got bigger problems than a bench. But I'm not super keen on that bench. I mean, I like seeing the youth players in there. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing the youth players in there. I want to see them given a chance. To be honest, I prefer them to start and to come off the bench. But it doesn't know. It's not. There's not many big game changers on that bench. Bowen is on the bench, so I guess he's the one. But outside of that,
I'm just for tonight, because I know there's going to be quite a lot of people coming in the stream. I'm gonna mod Rebecca so people, if they ask about the stream, because I know that because it's behind a paywall, a lot of people are going to be asking where the stream is tonight. Rebecca can answer the questions. Does that sound fair?
Can't. Hello, everyone. Do I trust Rebecca? No.
Well, you're going to not like her now because she's just donated. So. So yeah, if you've got any questions, if you come in and you're asking about streams and stuff, obviously we can't stream it on here. We will get banned. The reason that we're streaming tonight is we've paid for the live stream, so we can chat to you guys and talk to you if you're not watching it, and you can just enjoy it in here with West Ham fans and everything else. However, if you have a question about the live streams and stuff, and we see you coming in, if you just look for Rebecca's name with the spanner next to her name, she will tell you where to go, because she's like that and she's very helpful and she likes responsibility. Also, thank you very much for the $5. I'm so pleased you did that, just to see the smile on Charlie's face.
Give me a sec.
Oh, so whilst Charlie just sorts his life out, if there are a lot of you in here right now. If you haven't already, I see we ticked over 13,400 subscribers tonight. Really appreciate that, guys. If you could just drop a like on the video, obviously it helps people see it in the recommended. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already. We do these every week for the Premier League season. Because of everything that's going on right now, we'll try and entertain you as best as we possibly can. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh. We have the same faces coming in every week, and I'm sure they can tell you it is great fun. So, yes, strap yourselves in. Strap yourselves in. It's going to be an bumpy ride. Score predictions tonight, Charlie. Now that you've heard the lineup, what are you thinking?
I've even got the stream. I've even got the stream up. What time's we alive, boys?
I thought they were in there.
Streams. I think a 2-1 West Ham. I don't think it's going to be super exciting or super like we beat them. It's not. I don't think it's going to be mad convincing, but a 2-1 victory. I think Charlton are up for it. The one thing I did pick up.
This is the positives of the live stream. You get to see unrelenting video of Dog, who will join us throughout the stream. You will get to see a dog the entire time. The positives of joining into the Hammer Chat live streams. It's a wonderful time to be alive, you know. It's the most wonderful time of the year, like Christmas. Yeah, I don't think we're going to batter them. I think Charlton are up for it. The one thing I did hear Gio say, and I trust Gio on this, is that it seems to be Charlton's first team lineup. I don't know Charlton well enough. He probably doesn't either. He's probably just going off what he knows. So I think Charlton are going to be up for it. It's a big occasion for them, bigger than us. David Moyes does not like the Cups. David Moyes solidly does not like the Cups. And I think the bench potentially shows that. However, I do think we've got more than enough quality to beat them. I'm going 2-1. I don't think it's going to be mad convincing, but I think we're going to look at it and go, yeah, we deserve that win. Let's move on to the next game with a win under our belts. Hopefully get a bit of confidence going. What about you? Yeah. I'm optimistic. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit sort of like cagey this week because I was obviously everything that sort of happened in and around the club, obviously the past week or so. Yeah. I think this result, hopefully, I'd like to get into the next round. Hopefully it builds the confidence, players get a few goals, whatnot. I think we're going to win. I don't think it's going to be comfortable by any stretch of the imagination. I think Lee Bowyer will or should, I think, put on a good show as he's said before, he would like to potentially one day be West Ham manager,
Mm.
probably after the owners have gone and it's with another owner. But yeah, I think Charlton are going to put a good showing in. So I'm going to say 2-1 as well. I'm going to be. I think we should get through. We've got enough quality. It may be 2-0. I might even say 2-0 actually, just because I think looking at that team, we should not have any difficulties against them.
We shouldn't. Let's see what some of the chat's saying. If you haven't got your score predictions in already, do. I'm going to start reading them out. We have got, if going from sort of the first one I can see, Richard Holm with a 4-0 West Ham. I'm seeing a lot of confidence. On Twitter earlier. And I think, a strong starting lineup at least is probably bred a bit more of that as well. So 4-0 from Richard Holm. We have a Greg Thomas, 1-0, sadly, boys, not confident will win any game this season. So he's going 1-0 Charlton. So 0-1, I should have said it out like that. I apologise. CB, my brother, shout out. Good to see you, my G. 3-0 to the boys. He's saying 3-0 to the guys. Yeah, again, carrying on that stream of confidence. What else have we got? Liam Fitzgerald rocked up with a big 6-0.
He'd love to see it.
Bold Liam. James Gunn with £2 donation. Thank you. Get a Whopper, please. Listen, I'm hungry. I ate 2 pieces of a. You can't eat. You've muted yourself. They got 2 pieces.
I've got a blister. If you see this, no, I just realised when I did that.
Fair enough.
I've got a poorly thumb.
I've got a poorly thumb. I had 2 pieces of peanut butter and toast with dinner. That's what I've had pre-stream, just to get the carbs flowing.
He did ring me from his phone, I think, and was just like the camera was pointing that way, and he was just munching down his pre-game snack.
I was hungry. I can't act like I wasn't. What else have we got? Hayden McGrath, 3-1 West Ham. Again, more confidence. There's a lot of confidence. Ombraphobia, 5-0. Rebecca, who I'm not listening to anymore, but she does say 2-0. JH, 2-0. Foshizi, 1-0 West Ham. James Gunn, a 3-1 defeat. Bond to Bully Diop. James, let me know what you know about Bond, because I don't know much about Charlton's lineup.
Two things. One, Dylan Apatic. I hope I said that right, mate. I think he's a Charlton fan. So let us know your score predictions. Let us know how you're doing this season. We'd love to hear from you in the chat.
Yeah,
we are all friendly, I promise. We're all nice people. We welcome with open arms. Secondly, as Sofian said, if you type in what he typed up there, that's fine. If he just wants to tell people where to get a stream. Thirdly, may I add, Clips. I'm disappointed in you. I set you up with, excuse me, with the Mark Henry music, the slow-mo, and you didn't use it. I found your video hilarious, as always. I don't want to support West Ham anymore. But you didn't use my clips, and I'm upset. I thought we were developing a relationship, but clearly
no,
not.
It was just one-sided, you weirdo. Foshizi 1-0, James Gunn 3-1. Yeah, tell me, James Gunn, about Bond. I don't know enough about it. Bond, here we go. Bond looked all right in the Championship. Never seen him play and never heard of him before. Played all right. Fair enough. Do you know what? I'm always interested to learn about new players. It's one of the things I like watching random teams when the season's usually in full flow. I go and I'll just watch like Lille last season or the season before when they were doing really well. I was like, let's see what Lille have got going on. They had Rafael Leo, who's ended up going to AC Milan, Jose Fonte doing bits at the back. I always like learning new things, seeing new things.
If I share my screen, will they be able to see what is on my Twitter with the lineup? Because I saw a couple of people were asking for the lineup instead of us having to read it out. Or will it botch the stream?
It would botch the stream, but I can figure out a workaround potentially if you give me a minute. But it'll botch the stream.
Sorry,
I'll try and figure it out.
I'm always putting you on the spot, aren't I?
I'll try and figure it out. After. Let's get to the end of this and I'll try and figure it out. Jez Bish, 1-1. Charlton hit the post in extra time. Pens, West Ham win 5-3. Charlton hitting the bar twice. I love the precision.
Specific.
I love it. Specific. I can't act like I don't. I do like precision. I want to know. I gave a score prediction to one of our friends who both supports Arsenal earlier on, and I went down to Yarmolenko 1-0, 84th minute winner. So it's a thing. Iron's X 1-1. Fair.
Does it go extra time or is it straight to pens?
I don't know. Usually the EFL Cup goes to extra time, then penalties, and there's no replays. But of course, because of COVID, for example, there are no replays and no extra time. It goes straight to pens in the FA Cup. So I wonder if it's the same in the EFL Cup. Sofian, 1-1 win on West Ham win on pens. Fair. Good to see you, Sofian, my friend. 2 pieces of toast, ate dinner. I know, Jez, but I was hungry and I did have dinner planned. But I had a phone call with a friend of mine who I do video stuff with, and he was in Germany, so I had to have a conversation with him because I can't exactly reject that call. And then I had one with Gio, so I didn't have time to make it in the end. I had wraps. I was going to have wraps, but, you know, that's the life we live now.
This is a good sign. I've forgotten my password for the live EFL login. 1 second, as I work it out.
Fair. Clip says Charlton win 5-4 pens. Nick Swire 1-1. Nick, good to see you. Bond played for Orient, did he, JH? I know the name, but I can't say I know the player. Jolan Leak 0-0 the whole way. Xander Silva brace off the bench. That's a bold claim.
I'm having to reset my password.
Fair. Rebecca says there is no extra time, goes straight to pens. Thank you, Rebecca. You haven't made up for your horrendousness. So I'm looking. I've got the if you've got the stream, I've got the Charlton lineup here. I'm starting to see the sort of shape they're going with. I'm just excited to see Johnny Williams again. I can't lie, I haven't seen it in a long time. So it's good to see you all. Thank you all for joining us. Like I said, we will be here until full time. We'll be here through the entire game, half time, the whole lot, talking through what's going on, having conversations with you about stuff. And then at full time, we will go away and allow Gio and Gonzo to do their thing, to do their review of the game. But until then, you got us. Get involved. Come on, we'll have some conversations. Jay's rocked up. Oh, good to see you, my friend. The match kicks off, for those wondering, in about 15 minutes. It kicks off at past. I've just seen that the EFL partners include EA Sports, Carabao, Screwfix, and Mitre. Haven't thought of Mitre in about 10 years. Exciting. Anyway, while Tom figures that out, I know. So let's see if I can figure out this lineup thing. There is a way I can show it. It won't be tidy at first, but we can get there together, guys. We can get there together. Now, the problem is with the Charlton Twitter that I saw is that they're a team who do their lineup by number order as opposed to by saying the actual positions of the players. So, when I read this out, it's not going to be perfect. Okay? But let's do this. I'm going to do it live on stream. Let's go, boys. Let's figure this out. We're going to hit one of them. We're going to hit one of them. We're going to hit one of them. There you go. Charlton lineup for you. If I do this, let's just tie this up a bit. I'll do it live on stream. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's what it is. What I prefer to not, but there we go. So that is the Charlton lineup. If you're looking for it, we've got Ben Amos, Purrington, and then you get. That's what I mean about it being in a in order of number, because Bon is a striker according to the chat and according to what people have said. So obviously he's not going to be playing centre mid. But that's the Charlton lineup. Have a gander. Amos, Purrington, Ossie Lajar, Williams, Bond, Pratley, Doherty, Oxuma, who I think I know that name as well, Levitt, Lapsil, and Barker. And then, if I take this off the screen a second. Hello again. Let me find a West Ham one for you all. I think they retweeted it, as Tom said. They did. Look at that. Look at that. Randolph Johnson, Balbuena, Diop, Masuaku, Cullen, Snodgrass, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Anderson, Haller. Interested to see about Ashby. Don't know really much about Ashby at all, if we're being honest. Literally don't even know what position he plays. But those are the lineups. In future, I'll come up with a better way of showing them. But for today, that's just how it's going to be. Let's just go as how it's going to be. So let me know, people in chat. How are we thinking? What are we feeling? How are we feeling? We've got the vibes going. Are we excited? I always get excited. I'm one of these people. I've got a reputation because early in Hammer's chat history, we did a show. This was in the first season, the last season of Upton Park, our first season as a channel, really, when we had the opportunity. When we were in one of these, no, it was the season after this, kid. Sorry, when we were fighting for top 4 up until the final day, and we also had the opportunity to go and get to the FA Cup. Up until the final day, and I gained this reputation because I said something on a video, which was Gio asked us a question, which was, would you rather win get to an FA Cup final or get top 4? And I was the only person who said get top 4. So I've kind of had this reputation as someone who doesn't like the cups. I bloody love a cup. I love a cup competition. I love watching international cup competitions. For example, I love England. I love watching England. But I've kind of got this reputation since then. It's not true.
I
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for today because I feel like seeing lower league opposition, going up against them, having a one-off game that means a lot is always exciting. And I think we've got a decent. I think we've got a decent lineup today. I think we've got a good chance. Again, I don't know if it's going to be exciting, but don't know if it's going to be exciting. Tom, let me know when you're good. I'll full screen myself, so just say the words and then I'll hear. But yeah, where can you watch the match? So just if anyone is in the chat asking still, it's on CarabaoCup.live is the official site. That's where you can pay to watch it. EFL do it that way. They don't do it through their partners like Sky Sports or anything like that. They do it on their site. It's £10 to watch the match, or alternatively elsewhere on the internet. We can't put actual links in the chat or on the screen or mention really because YouTube and the EFL and people like that will come and they will kill us in our sleep.
It's just a small bowl.
And no one wants to see that. As Tom wants a small bowl of whatever it was. Small bowl Tekkers for Tom. Someone sounds like he's getting dinner delivered to him through a stream.
I don't say what I'm getting delivered because we might annoy certain people, a la Rebecca in the live chat, who thinks that they are the devil spawn.
Ah, okay, yes. Fair.
Chat, do you like chocolate raisins?
Do you like? It's a good question, chat. Chocolate raisins. Quick shout out, Connor. Hello, no curry today, Connor. I can't show you, unfortunately. I have no food. I won't have food until after this. I'm hungry. Joan, Scott Davis, Scott, bang. Hello, my friend. How the devil are you? John Frusciante's rocks up. Good man, doing it with a great name. Pizza 5 foot, Royce to 5'9". Here, Lee, WHUFC. Hello, Daniel Lewis. Ironballs 1. There's a lot of people who have rocked up since, so hello to all of you. Mr. Legitimate, 1104. Hello. Squiggles. You know, all people who've rocked up. Hello, good evening, everyone. How are we all?
Lovely to see you all.
How are we all? Yeah, so Dylan is a Charlton fan. And just to be clear, Dylan, stick around. We want your opinions on what's going on. We would love to know.
Sorry, I've just left you in the lurch talking for ages.
That's fine. If there's one thing I can do, it's talk until the cows come home.
Dave Ben says he's just arrived. Do you have the team? Is it still around, Charlie?
I do have the team, Ben. Thank you for asking. Dave Ben, sorry.
I like this. Chat, do you like it, putting the lineups on screen? Let us know. Is that something we should do going forward?
I think it's something we could do going forward, and if we were to do it going forward, we should come up with a better way of doing it. You know?
The Hammers Chat Bars on point. Ben Walker, what are you watching it on? Myself and Charlie have paid for the stream tonight.
So you don't have to.
So you don't have to. We're going to be here. You can chat with the chat, with the West Ham fans, Charlton fans, talk to each other. We'll talk to you, conversations, all that good stuff. And we'll obviously let you know what's going on. I think tonight we're going to have to be a bit more descriptive, Charlie. I trust you for that one, though.
I'm a poet.
For the Premier League at the weekend, we can talk about food.
Storyteller. Like. You know, I verbalise what's going on in the world, you know. So that was the Charlton lineup. I'll read it out again just in case. Amos, Purrington, Oshilaja, Williams, Button, Pratley, Doherty, Otzuma, Levitt, Lapsil, and Barker. That's not the order they are on the pitch. That's numerical order. That's annoying because I don't know where a lot of those players play. And then the West Ham lineup is Darren Randolph, Ben Johnson, Balbuena, Diop, Masuaku, Josh Cullen, Robert Snodgrass, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, Sebastian Haller. With a bench of Martin, Ashby, Coventry, Elise, Fornals, Bowen, Xande Silva. Strong starting lineup, youth bench. That's the lineup flows. Like I said, what we'll do is we'll come up with a way of presenting that in a nice fashion in future. Yeah. I've already thought of a specific way of doing it. But that's fine. We'll do that. We'll do it after.
We'll have a word with the graphics department.
Of course. I'd like to also back the graphics department, which is basically once this stream's over, we'll just have a quick combo. Connor says I'm a wordsmith. I can't disagree. Do you know what I mean? I've got a way with words. You know, Tom, you're looking effervescent tonight.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh,
I was being a wordsmith. I did English language and literature. I studied it.
My light is working properly tonight, and I've just blinded myself looking at it.
Yeah, smart.
Update from Mother, who says, "Stop smoking. It's chavvy." Okay, Mum.
Shout out to Ted. Listen to your mums. Listen to your mums.
Listen to your mother, Billy. So sorry. Right,
Tone, good to see you. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you taking the cup seriously as usual. How was Balbuena captain over Snodgrass? That's an interesting point. Balbuena captain, Tom. Talk to me.
I mean, I'm not too bothered. I think obviously he captains Paraguay and he was the captain over at Corinthians. He's a leader of men, shall we say?
Leader of lads.
No, I think he's he's good enough and strong enough to be captain. However, I'm not too sure if obviously his English is it good? I don't know. Obviously, that's a key part, I guess, is talking one language, as Arsene Wenger used to say. As Connor says, he is the general after all. And there is a Brazilian in the chat who seems to potentially know. I'm going to put that in Google Translate just to see what he said. Our Portuguese is not good. I will translate it just for you.
After last time. Luke, where can you watch the game? You can watch it on CarabaoCup.live, which is the official place to watch it. If you want to watch it unofficially, there are working links that exist in the world. We can't put them out and we can't really publish them, but they do exist.
Okay, so it's translated at, I bet on the West Ham today. I hope he gets hugs, is what has translated as.
Thank you, Rebecca.
I hope he gets hugs.
We all do. We all do, you know. Good luck. Good luck, my friends. Good luck to Lucas. Lucas de Silva. Good luck, my friend.
Again, as ever. Sorry, yes, I was about to spit it out. If you are new around here, yes, Rebecca will be trying to help all of you out that are looking for links and stuff like that. If you're not, do stick around, stay with us whilst the game's going on. We've obviously got all the graphics up and everything else, so we can sort of keep you in the know. We can talk to you. Charlie's going to be his wordsmith self tonight to help us through the game tonight. If you haven't already, do drop a like on the video. It helps push it out to people's recommended. So if they are struggling, you know, tell a friend, come in here, join us. So yeah, do drop a like on the stream, subscribe if you are not. And as Connor Matthews says very eloquently, hashtag hugs for Balbuena.
Hugs for Balbuena. Hugs for Balbuena. I would hug him. I would defo give him big cuddle. Give him big cuddle.
Big cuddle.
Big cuddle tackle. So yeah, we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff now. I'm enjoying having an actual HD stream on my second monitor. Usually, I usually have to watch the Premier League via my phone, which will be like placed quite far away, and that's why I put my glasses on. Tonight, I've got a big full screen. I can actually see everything that's going on.
Yeah, I've got it on my screen as well tonight. This is quite nice to be able to, because then I can look at the camera. I don't have to look down at it. I can look straight ahead.
Yes.
Obviously, when my PC turns up, I can do what you do and stick it on the second monitor, and we can flex.
Yes, I can't. Well, I can't. Obviously, I can't usually because I watch it through the Now TV app, but it is what it is.
You can get the Now TV app on your computer, bro.
Not when you pay for the mobile pass like I do.
You cheap sons of Eve.
Yep.
Is that Scott Davis? Scott?
It is Scott. It is Scott.
Scott, lovely to see you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's been cushy with everything in the virus and everything else over in.
I know we've had this conversation before, myself and Scott. He was getting snow, and I was very jealous. Now Scott's not a fan of it because he has to live with it significantly more than we do. But there's something magical about it, Scott. That I'm never going to get over it, and I am jealous. Dylan's going for a 3-1 West Ham win, which is interesting because he is, of course, a Charlton fan. Fair, Dylan. Dylan, how do you feel about your lineup? Do you think it's a strong lineup? It's a good question I want to ask. Is it a strong lineup? Is it your first team lineup? Because that's what I've heard, is that it's first team, but I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about it. Tom's getting blapped, so.
I'm smiling because Rebecca's just sent some to me and it made me laugh.
Fair enough. I love how you're all about writing people out. Your balls are boiling like that tonight. Big screen things, bro. Big screen techers, bro. I listen. I can't. I've got two screens on my computer. Right, one has all the stream stuff going on, including you lovely lot, and the second one, full screen football. What a
Daddy
time.
Harambe is in the chat. Nice to see you, Daddy Harambe. Yeah, again, we can't sort of show it or whatnot, but if you search for Reddit soccer streams, you may not find one there. If not, Stream Planet, I think, or Soccer Planet, something like that. Rebecca will try and guide you as best as she can.
Yeah, good to see you alive and well, my friend. Good to see you alive and well. Anyway, so
How is the afterlife, sir?
How is it? How's it kicking off? Tom, we're a couple of minutes away. How'd you feel?
Yeah, I'm excited actually. I don't know. It's almost as if the weekend didn't happen, Charlie. For some reason, it's I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the cup. I think. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll put it down to that. But yeah, James Gunn, my cable management is a thing.
Honestly, mine's a mess.
Charlie's is a mess. Mine is.
I can. In fact, give me a second. I can show you some of mine. Right. I apologise for this clicking noise that's about to happen. Right. Look at that. Yes.
That's just poor. That is just poor.
Mine's a mess. I can't lie to you.
There
we go.
Yeah, James. Again, apologies for the clicking, but this is what I'm. I don't know. Can we see back there? Hang on. Yeah, all nice, all nice and neatly tucked back there.
His is beautiful. His is beautiful.
Got the cables, got the cable ties. It's even better on my desk, except I'm currently aerating parts of my body I probably shouldn't say on stream, so it's very hot.
It's his balls. As the teams walk out...
My mother is watching.
Hello, Ted. Nice to see you. Listen, she's aware as you doing it as much as we all are now. You're welcome. Quickly, as the teams walk out...
Chris Churchlow, quickly. Yeah, Specky Blonde on Twitter. That's where you'll find...
You've given her a lot of work.
No, because look, she's even just put it in there. I was literally about to say, and she's read my mind. So she's going to regret this. But Specky Blonde on Twitter, if you're struggling for a link, message Rebecca on Twitter and she will send one to you. As I'll let the wordsmith take over. As
Charlton and West Ham United walk out onto the pitch, West Ham United line up as such. Darren Randolph, Aaron Arthur Masuaku, Issa Diop, Fabian Balbuena, Benjamin Johnson.
The greatest crossover that you never knew existed.
Andrei Yarmolenko, Manuel Lanzini, Robert Snodgrass, Sebastian Haller, Felipe Anderson. That's the West Ham lineup. We're looking probably a more 4-3-3 style formation. Lanzini and Snodgrass playing the sort of noble Souček role, with Cullen playing the Rice role, I suspect. Lineup as such. Charlton lineup as such. Ben Amos, Ben Burrington, Ossie Laja. You would have thought after 4 times of saying it, I'd get better. Nope. Barker, Lapsil, Doherty, Levitt, Pratley, Otzuma, Johnny Williams, and Macaulay Bonne. Bond playing a 4-4-1-1 is what the EFL are predicting. This is, of course, the EFL Cup tie between West Ham United and Charlton Athletic. Charlie, is this you in the video? That's a question I can't answer, my friend, because I don't know what video you're looking at. I am Charlie. It is me. I don't know what you mean.
Specky Blonde on Twitter.
Underscore. Get it right. If you're gonna
give
her a shout out,
give you a link to the match. You don't have to follow her. She tweets awful stuff.
Yeah, it's a shame you can't get a match in America legally. Is what I was saying.
VPN.
You know, it is what it is.
My mum just asked, is Maisie's ball in the garden or in the garage? She's desperate to go out. I've hidden it. Otherwise she digs holes. Oh no, Charlie, my light is dying.
This is very exciting.
Can't, because look who's got spare batteries, bro.
Rebecca. Tom Atherton 32, how dare you? Tom, of course, follow Tom on Twitter, at Athers32. You can follow me at A-Top Black, but specifically Tom, at Athers32. As he does, look at him, as he does technical, look at that. Doing technical things.
Struggling.
Let's just leave it there. Let's just see how this goes.
Not very well.
This is.
Yes.
You're welcome, everyone. There we go. There we go. The teams are about to kick off. Of course, this is being shown on Carabao.live, the EFL's official website. There are other places available if you can't get there.
Carl, how do I DM you, Rebecca? Specky_blonde on Twitter.
Everyone took a knee apart from that one Charlton player who started sprinting, then realised what was happening, ran back and took a knee. I respect him. I respect it.
Yes.
I respect it. And Charlton do the kickoff. Here we go. Let's go, boys. Yes, football. So not, there we go. Should be working now.
Rebecca says, Tom, shout out your mum for me. This is important.
Listen, shout out Ted. Tom, get involved.
Get involved.
Say shout out Ted.
Shout out Ted.
Yes, shout out Ted. From all of us here at Hammers Chat, shout out Ted.
Don't worry, Jolie on the leak. It should come over in a second.
Yes.
It should start working in a second.
Yes, you'll get there. By the time you've said it, they will have seen it for 30 seconds.
Yeah, my mum just said she's waving at the screen.
Hello, Ted.
I'll tell you what, this is free promotion for Rebecca on Twitter. All the followers that she's getting right now.
And Worthy. She's a great person who needs to stop donating. Needs to stop donating. Anyway,
We're
getting a lot of people saying hi. Scott's saying hello to Ted. From everyone here, I would say good day.
Golf Pro says, can't you wink in Morse code the name of the site in the US? I just looked like I was having some sort of fit. I'm not going to lie.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that wasn't official for Morse code.
I've done that really with clips in the chat. I need to remind myself that it's not the thing.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Whereas when I live stream, I'm happy to just clip my own stupidity and put it out on my own Twitter account because I have no shame. Whereas on here you got to be careful because of clips.
Oh, Felipe Anderson charging into the box, drives to the byline.
As per usual, you're way ahead of me. Love to see it.
Cuts it back to the edge of the box. I can pause it actually on the stream, so if you want me to, we can sync up.
Yeah, pause it and see if when you unpause it, it's in the same time, or whether it skips forward.
What are you on now?
202, 03, 04.
See, I've paused it to get behind you, and now I'm behind you, so I'm just
okay.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's probably going to do this.
We'll get there. Why don't you show the game? Says Musa. Because good opportunity played into the box, headed out of the area. It's bouncing about. This is for West Ham. It's what it is. Why can't we do it? It's because the EFL and YouTube and people like that will kill us. And so we don't want to be killed. We like our life.
Rob's projector, can we have the sound of the game from your monitor? No, because again, unfortunately, mate, the same thing happens then.
Same thing happens. It's the same system that claims your copyright if you show it, claims your copyright if they hear it as well. But we'll be doing our best to keep you updated as to the events as they go.
We do obviously have the interactive graphic here to help you.
Yes.
I didn't know if you just under here. We'll tell you everything that's going on. So
when a goal goes in, I'll forget to update it, and you'll tell me. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. You're gonna love your lives.
Those looking for a stream, if you message at Specky_blonde on Twitter, she will try to help you direct you to a link for the game as best as she can. She's doing her best tonight to keep up with us, as she has donated £1, much to Charlie's annoyance. Thank you very much, Rebecca. It's very kind of you. Somebody asked, are we playing 2 up top? I
believe so far it's a 4-3-3. It looks more like or even a 4-2-3-1. It looks more like a 4-2-3-1 with Snodgrass and Cullen playing the double pivot deeper roles. Lanzini playing in between a 3 of Anderson and Yarmolenko with Halle up front. Is how it looks currently. We'll see how it looks in defence. It seems to be more of a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 with Lanzini remaining and Yarmolenko and Anderson dropping back. If that makes sense.
When did the match start, Musa Hack? About 4 minutes ago, my friend. Whatever it says on the timer, that's when it started. It is running live with it.
Yeah.
Allaire picks the ball up, edge of the box, plays it into Yarmolenko, looking to cut back onto his left, drives to the byline, tries to cut across goal. It is cleared out by a Charlton defender.
Foul to Charlton. This is a good time, Tom. Tell me what your time is. Wait, hang on, there's a replay. Give me a sec. When the replay's done, tell me.
Okay, you're ahead of me by about a second and
about 2 seconds, yeah.
That's fine. I don't mind. I can deal with it.
Okay. Decent. Yeah, a ball over the top from Charles, not really though. So yeah, we'll do our best to fully explain to you what's going on and when it is. We should all be relatively in time for once because of the fact that it's not on television. So we should all be actually sort of vaguely in time. Having said that, there is of course the 20-second delay or whatever it is between us.
A lot of people saying, how do you DM in Twitter? So just join up, and then if you just search the username Specky_Becky, as you find her, and then if you follow her, she can DM to you. Apparently, Rebecca's getting Instagram DMs now as well. So
Very exciting. Very exciting.
As Fabio Balbuena cross comes in, clears it out for a Charlton corner. First of the match. Tone says he's not going to pay. He's going to stay with us two charmers tonight. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Tone. Good to see you. How are you, my friend? How's lockdown treating you?
Charmer yourself.
He is. Lovely man. Lovely man. It's Charlton corner. It's sort of. It's been neither here nor there so far. Both teams sort of having a go, having a blap. Speaking of TalkSport, Tom, have you seen how many retweets they're getting with clap emojis? It's unreal. Corner's pretty bad. Doesn't even crawl up past the first man. It's Masuaku sort of clears it out.
Johnny Williams, what a Swede!
Johnny Williams with a good ball into the box. Fabian Balbuena smothers it out, and it bounces out for a goal kick. But that was a good opportunity. It was difficult to take down for the striker. Johnny Williams, nice little cheeky turn, dinks it back in towards the box. I assume that's Bond because it's mentioned. Couldn't quite get the control, and West Ham smother it out. Decent opportunity for Charlton, but not unreal. They would have had to done something quite special. Only Dimitar Berbatov would have been able to do something like that. Costa Chul. Hi, Hammers chat on Doncaster Rovers fan. Please make sure Charlton ain't 100% going into facing us on Saturday. I'm sure the boys, if we had specific, we've got some people on the bench who might come on a 2-footer people. You respect it. We'll see what happens. But good luck for your weekend match, my friend. Good luck for the weekend match.
The amount of people saying they message Rebecca. I bet she's hating us right now.
I didn't say to do it. It was you, to be fair.
No, but she typed it before I said it, and then I said it. It was kind of like...
Keep telling us. Keep telling us.
This clip says, Rebecca, I've messaged you on MSN. Please respond.
Shout out to MSN Messenger. Did you used to have the clips? Did you have that thing turned on where you could see what song you were listening to? What was your little tagline thing underneath? I had song lyrics. I can't remember what mine were.
Rebecca, I've messaged you on Bebo. Please respond. I've just got commentary in my ear as well.
Nice. That I don't have. So you may have to give me more specific answers to some questions. As Halle gets called offside. I apologise to Rebecca profusely.
Press pause quickly and then play straight away, Charlie. Just because I'm a couple of seconds behind you.
I'm now at 45, 46, 47.
Oh, we're perfect. We're in line. We're in sync.
We are in sync now. Let's go.
Rebecca, I think you mean my space, but my spave equal my spave. If you are just joining us, Neopets, bloody hell.
Neopets. Do you know they used to be owned by Scientology? That's a fact. Sorry, he did, yeah.
If you have just joined us into live stream, we've got 320 of you in here at the moment. It's people messaging Becca on Club Penguin now. Becca, I've added you on Nintendo DS. Could you not just post a link anywhere anyone could access it? I don't know. Irish Tommy going straight for the jugular with messaging Rebecca on Tinder.
Bloody hell.
Interesting.
He must have a wide radius then. And it's a nice little link-up play there by West Ham. I will say this about the lineup. It's close to the lineup I would have thought was the strongest at the beginning of last season, where you have the Haller, Anderson, and Lanzini sort of doing bits together. So they're smart enough to be able to link up well if they try. Snodgrass has got it on the edge of the area, dinks it back across. It's a good opportunity. Haller can't quite get his head to it. Goes out from Charlton. They sort of just keep it calm and play it out. That's a great pass. Oh, couldn't quite.
We're having a lot of success right now driving down the left-hand side of Charlton's right back sort of spot. It was a good ball across, actually, to be fair. And
it was, yeah.
Yarmolenko, edge of the box, slips it out to Johnson, who is in space on the right-hand side, crosses it, then it goes out for a West Ham corner, right-hand side. If you have just joined us, unfortunately, we can't show the game tonight because we will get banned. Rebecca will try her best.
Just be understanding, because she's obviously just got 400 DMs very quickly there. So just be understanding with it. She will, time might have to be taken.
Rob's projectable, unfortunately, you can't hear the sound because we'll get copyright shut down.
Yes, it is illegal, unfortunately. It is illegal.
But we will try our best. Usually we talk about food and nonsense like that during our watch on tonight. Corner goes in. Ale Yarmolenko, great save by the keeper. Scramble on the line, and it's in. And
goalkeeper's pulled it. The refs pulled it back. I think for a foul. No, it's a foul.
It's disallowed.
Disallowed goal, everyone. Disallowed goal. So the ball got played in from Snodgrass. Initially, the header comes in from Sebastian. Oh, it's not even a header. Kick from Sebastian Haller around. It's a great save by Ben Amos for Yarmolenko, who sort of tries to scramble it, and then on the floor, Ben Amos is on the floor. One of the Charlton defenders, all on the floor together, trying to sort of throw their studs at it in a really unappealing fashion. And it does end up in the net, but referee calls it for a free kick to Charlton.
I think that was the Allaire high boot on the Charlton player in the box there, unfortunately.
Yeah, you'll have to give me updates on what the commentators say, because I can't hear them. I cannot hear them.
My brother said, how's the first 10 been? End to end at the minute, my brother. Ree says, is the vase present? It is indeed, my friend. Here it is. Lemon Trader says, can this guy grow any more hair on his head? Because it looks impossible.
I can. Listen, if you go back and watch older videos, you'll see a lot more. We'll see a lot more, Lemon. You'll see a lot more. In fact, Lemon, I'll try and find a picture for you. You can.
James Gunn says, can message. I've messaged you on Pro Clubs, Rebecca. How is Allaire playing? Do you think he'll start in the Premier League this Saturday? Too early to tell at the minute, Isabella Hernandez, unfortunately. Potentially, although knowing David Moyes, even though he could put in a 9 out of 10 performance and he potentially may not start. We don't know what's going to go on. But
it's David Moyes. He tends to be quite difficult to convince otherwise. He tends to be.
Trevor Zuercher, commentate, please. Yes, we will. We will try our best. If it's kind of like nothing going on in the middle of the park, we're not going to really speak too much about that and that. But obviously, any time it gets in and around the attacking thirds, apparently Rebecca is currently leaving people on scene as a cat enters my room.
Disgraceful behaviour, but also fully understandable given the situation at hand. So this isn't me with more hair, I don't think. Although my hair is probably longer. But there you go. Here's a picture of me. Enjoy that.
Good tackle.
There you go.
Lanzini
that was me.
Works his way around. Fouled, unfortunately.
That was me about to die because I got on a car, not in a car, on a bike. Something I'm not used to. Something I'm not about.
There you go. For Scott. There's the cat.
Hang on.
This is Poppy. For all of you that don't care, this is Poppy. Tormented, unfortunately, by the dog most days. So yeah, she comes up here. Right, Charlie, chuck it back on. Two screen. People don't want to see the cat.
Here's me on the back of a moped going about London with more hair. There you go. You're welcome, everyone. This is what happens when you ask. You get what you're given. You get what you're given.
Free kick to West Ham, about 40 yards out from goal. Snodgrass and Lanzini standing over it at the moment, waiting for the ref to blow his whistle. Ref blows in. Lanzini plays it short to Snodgrass down the right-hand side, who cuts back in on his left, doesn't cross it. Now crosses with his right. Haller goes up.
That wasn't even Haller, it was Diop.
That was Diop, but yeah. Back out to Anderson down the left-hand side, who plays in Allaire on the byline. Allaire across. Amos hits it. Oh, Lanzini went to go hit it and unfortunately drops right into Ben Amos's hands.
We'll do what we can. When the opportunities to talk, we'll talk it through, but there's no rush. We'll give you the information that's necessary.
How does Ben Johnson look, says Trevor?
Like Ben Johnson.
Yeah, he looks okay so far. He seems to want to be attacking down that right-hand side. He's got forward a couple of times.
Rebecca, I've sent you a Hogwarts letter. Can you reply, please? It's coming to you via owl. Hedwig is on his way.
What was I going to say? Obviously, if you are just joining us, thank you, first and foremost, for joining us. For the 350 of you that are in here, if you haven't already, do drop a like on the video. We do these every single week for the Premier League games. Tonight, we're obviously doing this one. We are watching it on the Carabao Cup official website and trying to tell you guys as best as we can. So yeah, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Musa Hack says, "How's Anderson playing?" Looked lively so far. He's tried getting in behind a couple of times.
It is also only 15 minutes in, so it's not deeps it too much. But he's doing okay. He's doing okay. I think what I find interesting is when we do get forward, we get a lot of people in the box, which isn't something we usually do. And we're sort of playing with a bit more of a front foot than usual. We tend to usually revert back into defensive shells quite vigorously. But today we're sort of, when we're getting people in the box, we've got a lot up there, and the 4-2-3-1 is sort of maintaining, having two people there up front is allowing a press from the front, not in a big Gagan way, just in a sort of light, having people bother the defenders kind of way. Thank you for the super sticker. To the true AFAS 32.
This is going to confuse people. Who sends 99p? It is my brother. Okay. He has stolen my name, unfortunately. It's Allaire through the middle into Anderson. Just kick back out. Foshizi, thank you very much, my friend. Brought a chicken and naan dinner tonight. Have I missed anything? Not so far. We've had a couple of chances. Charlton had a couple of corners. A little bit end-to-end so far, but we are the team on top, I would say, at the moment. Again, same for you, Mike. No, you haven't missed anything. Don't worry.
You haven't missed anything. Nothing major. Nothing major. There was a disallowed goal for Yarmolenko, which was disallowed for, you believe, a high foot.
Nice pass into Yarmolenko, finds Lanzini in the middle. Lanzini running at the Charlton defence, passes it into Anderson down the left-hand side, cuts it back to Snodgrass, who shoots, and it's about 5 foot over the bar.
It's fine. Again, we'll update you as it happens. We'll let you know big important things. But yeah, there was an offside goal that happened. Sorry, not an offside. There was a disallowed goal that happened. Yarmolenko stabbed it in from a corner. There was a lot of people, and Tom at least believes that it was for a high foot on from Haller. I don't have the commentary on, so I can't hear what they said. It could have been that, or could have just been a foul, like kicking the ball out of the keeper's hands or whatever, something like that. But it was a disallowed goal for us. We're looking okay. We're getting chances. We're getting the important people on the ball as well, which is good to see. Because we've started with a 4-2-3-1, the 3 being Lanzini in the centre, flanked on the left by Anderson and on the right by Yarmolenko. And we're getting them on the ball, and we're getting them in interesting positions, which is good to see, because, again, usually it's all too often long ball up to the striker and hoping. Having said that, no, Balbuena played a cross football. I thought it was a long ball for a second. It wasn't. So it is what it is. 'Tis what it is.
There we go. Sorry, the light's been a pain.
That's right.
Don't
worry about it.
We'll sort it out properly at half time. Sorry, you see my ugly mug.
Listen, it's a beautiful thing. I'm fine with it. So it's been all right. It's a decent start. We're getting in some good advanced positions. Ben Johnson trying a little bit. Ben Johnson does brilliantly. Haller drags it wide. Ben Johnson went for full fancy pants there. He got put through on a through ball from Yarmolenko down the line, which I thought maybe had gone too far, and yet he somehow managed to pull it back. Watch this, Tom, because I think you missed it. He takes on the Charlton defender and goes for a chop round the Charlton defender, beats him, lays in Haller, who, under the pressure from the defender, it's a difficult one for him to get on target, drags it just wide. We are getting into some good positions here. We're getting into some good positions, and we're getting good people on the ball.
A lot of success coming down against Charlton's fullbacks right now, which is promising early doors. So
Richie's just let us know that they said the goal was disallowed for a push by Yarmolenko. Okay, I would believe it. Like I said, there was somewhat of a minor scrum in there. So there was 1 or 2 things you could imagine it would be disallowed for. Personally, I don't know if any of them are true, but I'd want to re-look at it and deep it a bit more before I made myself a definitive statement on the case. You know, a definitive statement on the case. I thought this was the Fortnite World Cup. I'm sorry, #64. It was not. I'm very good at Fortnite.
Ow.
As Tom disagrees, but I'm very good at Fortnite. But yeah, you know, just is what it is. We're getting a lot of success. We're getting our fullbacks very far forward. We're clearly not super shook of Charlton, which is something I'm not used to. Usually with David Moyes, you have the bit of shookosity about what the opponents will do. So even against lower league opposition, I've seen him sit deep before. But today he's getting the fullbacks very far forward. He's pushing everyone forward. We're getting a lot of people in the box, which is good to see. Good to see. Rebecca says she has just tweeted the link. Her Twitter is @specky_blonde. So there you go.
Because you will get banned. You will get banned if you repeatedly do it. So make sure you delete it after a little while.
Yeah, just be sure, because I need those tweets in my life. Opening start, I think decent from West Ham. Charlton haven't been without their opportunities, but we've certainly created a lot more than they have, I would say.
Scott says, boys, how do I put some cash in here for you? I wouldn't advocate it, Scott. It will go on biscuits. But if you would like to, then if you look underneath the chat box, there'll be a $ with a square. And you can, if you're on computer, you can donate any set amount. If you're on mobile, I think it's restricted to like 99s or something like that. I don't know how it works, but yeah, we don't advocate that you do, but if you would like to, it is under the chat box, depending on what device you're on. Ben Johnson crosses into the middle. Another great cross.
Charlton deal with it. Again, Ben Johnson getting into some good positions. I mean, but out of the starting 11, the two players who I think probably have the most to gain are Ben Johnson and Josh Cullen. Josh, again, is playing an interesting position. Without a recognised defensive midfielder in the team, or even in the squad that's not called Declan Rice, it's quite difficult it hampers both him and Snodgrass to an extent, specifically him so far. But they've got a lot to gain from this. They've got a hell of a lot to gain from this. But then again, so do a couple of other players, and I'd hope they'd step up, and they seem to be so far. They seem to be.
Yeah, the stream's apparently not working on certain things. Unfortunately, it's tough because a lot of the time...
That's a great ball over the top from Yarmolenko, pulls it back. Haller's there. 1-0. 1-0 West Ham. Great ball over the top from Josh Cullen to Yarmolenko, who was gallivanting through, and Yarmolenko has nothing to do after the pull back, but just pass it into the net. It's 1-0 West Ham. And I would say fully deservedly, as we can hear Maisie reacting as well. Fully deserved. Fully deserved. You see the replay here. You can see Josh Cullen. It's a great ball over the top. Sees Yarmolenko, who's peeled off. I don't have no clue how he isn't offside. His pullback, and Yarmolenko literally just has to control it into the net. That's a well-worked goal. I've no idea how he wasn't offside. He was seemingly so far ahead of the Charlton back line, Yarmolenko there, that it was insane. But the pullback, obviously, to Haller means he's offside, because you love a sweaty goal, and we'll take it all day. Talking about sweat, I'm very sweaty.
Can I just quickly say? Can I just say that is Josh Cullen's third assist in the last 2 games that he's played. Oh, Scott, thank you very much.
Scott really Davis, thank you so much, my friend.
For Stormy Brooks, I think, pretty sure it's a porn star, said I was going to donate $20 or 20 quid until I knew it was for biscuits. It may get spent on biscuits, it may not. We just like to call it the Biscuit Fund. That is the name of our fund.
I just like biscuits, is the truth. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you.
Melted Fungi says we're a League One club, don't gas, mate. Listen, we may be a League One club in a couple of.
Hang on. Don't gas, mate. He's hard. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, you may be, but welcome. Stay around. I want to know your opinion on how Charlton are playing at half time and such. Good to see you here. We like opposition fans here. We do like opposition fans here. I've just spilt that all over my stomach, but given how sweaty I am, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we are on top. We obviously you would expect to be against. I'm just demonstrate that there's just no need, my guy. There's just no need.
Brother, it's calm. It's calm.
No. I'm just saying. It's
calm.
Okay.
It's calm.
We'll put one step for a minute.
I will say this as well. Who is it who said we're a League One club? It was Melted, right? Melted. Hello. You forget we're also West Ham, and we will take literally anything at this point. So a boring 1-0 win against a lower league club? Fam, time to celebrate. Break out the DVDs. We're going to be recording this one, talking about it for years to come. I don't think you understand quite the terribleness of us.
Dave Ben asked, missed the goal, who scored? It was a lovely ball over the top. Was it from a free kick, I think? Was it?
No, open
it
play.
Wasn't. It was just... Oh, there you go. An open play. He just played a lovely, almost like a 30, 40-yard ball, it seemed, over the back four of Charlton. Yarmolenko somehow got him running behind. He looked like he should be miles offside, but he wasn't. Tapped it across, sweated it, if you like, as the FIFA says. Sweated it across the goal, and Allaire tapped it in unmarked, and we obviously are 1-0 up at this point. It has been comfortable so far. I would like us to see well. I'd like us to do well in this competition, Charlie. What about you?
I would as well, yeah. And I think The thing is, I don't think David Moyes has ever taken a cup seriously in his life, and his comments on the club website show that. But yeah, I personally want to see us do well because I'm not as terrified of relegation as everyone else is. I do think we're going to be in around that group. But I don't think we're going to be. I don't think relegation is happening imminently, sort of thing. I think we're probably safe, and so I want to see us get some good wins. And I think it's always forgotten as well when you talk about cup runs versus relegation or whatever. A win in the cup can go a long way. Not necessarily a final win, but getting a win to progress forward can give you momentum, can give you confidence. You know, there's the thing Jose Mourinho used to say a lot about the now Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup.
Yeah.
That winning that always set them well for the season because it's an early win. Yeah.
Back to Yarmolenko in the centre of the pitch, who pings it over to Snodgrass. Snodgrass looking left hand side, crosses it in.
Good ball,
Sebastian
Haller!
Haller!
2-0. 2-0. Sebastian Haller's got 2.
A lovely goal. Nice little play. West Ham on the counter. Who Charlton were all over the place. The ball gets played into Yarmolenko, who switches it out wide to Robert Snodgrass. Snodgrass takes a touch, hits it, pings it in with his left foot. It's a great cross. Sebastian Haller leaning backwards across the goalkeeper into the top left-hand corner. It's a fantastic header. And this is what happens when you play your £45 million striker. He scores goals. Richie's gone rock saying counter-attack started by Cullen. Look, we all know how good Josh Cullen's been in the last couple
including
of games.
the Charlton fans in the chat. Everyone knows how good Josh Cullen is. He just doesn't get the game time at West Ham for some stupid reason.
Yeah. But I'd say Josh Cullen's winning one of our, obviously with Haller, but Josh Cullen's been involved in everything so far. He's been fantastic. So, yes, we do lead 2-0. Sebastian Haller with both goals. Really quickly, Golfro and Charlie, great job with the graphic template.
Thank you, Golf. I'll take all the credit for that. Thank you. In fact, let me just quickly full screen myself so I can fully take the credit. Thank you. I've worked hard and long and hard on everything to do with this stream. It's all me. Any praise you've got, I will take it. Isn't that true, Tom?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. It's all me. So I've done everything. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Apparently, Steve Mothersole is taking a celebratory brisket dunk in his tea every time that West Ham score.
I'd love to see it. You love to see it. I don't like the fact it's probably a Gary Baldy, but the rest of it, you do love to see it.
You drew up quite the controversy the other day, Charlie. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, my tier list of the biscuits was both definitive and official. Okay, if anyone disagrees with that tier list, they're wrong.
There we go.
They're wrong.
There we go. What was I going to say? I was about to say something. Yes, for the 372 of you that are in here joining us tonight, obviously we can't show the game. Masuaku, great ball across the box. Masuaku whipped a ball in right onto the penalty spot, right in behind the Charlton back four. Haller with an outstretched leg, unfortunately can't get to it for his hat trick. But Charlton are all over the place defensively.
They are not dealing anywhere near as well as they should be with us down the flanks. It looks very similar to how we do usually, where we're very compact in the centre with the four, and that gives the opposition wingers a chance to just basically have no defender to try and beat before getting a cross in. And we are basically abusing that fact. We are getting consistently into those areas, be it Robert Snodgrass, be it Masuaku, be it Ben Johnson, and just causing havoc right now. And this is sort of what I've said about Haller from the start, is that when he's in that, if I was to pick one player I would trust to have a one-touch shot in the sort of 6-yard box or near the area and put it in, it's Haller out of everyone in our team.
Yeah.
And he's showing it today. Like those opportunities they're not easy, but he has to do them, and he's pulling it off well. That could have been 3. He had his leg fully outstretched, couldn't quite get there. Yeah. But it's good. It's good.
Somebody asked, was it Callum Brooks and Howard Anderson Lanzini playing? Look lively right now. I guess we have to sort of take the opposition into account, but they both look switched on. They both look apt, ready. Anderson has looked good. He's tried driving quite a few times to the byline and cutting it back. He's played well. I think the whole squad's played well so far. Yeah. Obviously being 2-0 up inside a half an hour is always good as well. How is Yarmolenko playing? He's been involved as well in the second goal. And, well, both goals, actually, to be fair. Obviously got the assist for the first goal. Made a great run in behind off of Josh Cullen's long pass. And then the second goal sort of helps start the move off to pass it over to...
and had the disallowed goal.
Disallowed goal. Yeah, so actually, the whole sort of front 4 or 5, they're all playing very well. Johnny Williams gets
Good
us the box.
opportunity, Williams. Dan Randolph, another former Charlton player. I didn't think about that until this exact second when I saw him fumble the ball. He also a former Charlton player. We bought him from Charlton originally.
Corner at the minute to Charlton. He did fumble that a little bit.
I mean, for a former basketball player, you'd hope he'd catch it, but no.
Big say, Ashtang64 says this commentary is more boring than my nan's funeral. Bruv, your nan's funeral sounds lively. I like that.
It was lit af.
A litty funeral. That sounds good, bro.
You know. Water slide.
How's Lanzini? How's news? All of our attacking players have all played really well. They've linked up well. They've all been involved in all of the attacks going forward, especially in both goals as well. Charlton corner comes in. It misses absolutely everybody over to the backside. Charlton keep it in. Yarmolenko loses man. Crosses it in. Hit out Bal, unfortunately.
So who said it was boring, by the way? Which Charlton
fan? It was Ashtang64.
Ashtang, what would you prefer it to be? Give us constructive feedback. I'd love some. You know, whatever you say now, I promise I will talk about Ashtang specifically. Whatever you say.
Ben Johnson. Thinking about.
I'd have a conversation about. Or at least talk about.
Joe Leon says F in the chat for Diangana. Press F to pay respects.
Press F to pay respects. I've got my hands on
somebody else. Lath Wada, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. Would you take back in Gakia?
I would in an instant.
Yeah, potentially. If for Fredericks. What's your opinion on our next 6 fixtures? Golden RL says
bad.
I'm gonna use one word. Pain.
I think we're going to pick up some surprise points somewhere. I've got fair confidence in that, but pain is probably a good one.
Yeah, they're going to hurt. Alex Treebest asked, "What do you think of Fornals?" I absolutely love him. I think Charlie's in the same boat.
He's brilliant. Ben Johnson with the swag. Laser shots, Haller pulls it back. Yarmolenko just at the edge of the box in the corner, looking to put it onto his left, finds Lanzini on the edge, back to sort of try to play it into both Yarmo or Haller there. Haller gets pulled up for a foul. Decent, though. Decent.
People are saying PG Goose on Twitter for the stream. Apparently there is, and Rebecca, I'm pretty sure, has confirmed this. It might be. Oh, no, it was somebody in the American Hammers Discord said apparently PJ Goose on Twitch.
Seaside Hammer, I think I found our level. Yeah, a little bit. It's League One.
Alex Tribet said, "What do you think for Fornals?" I think he's brilliant. I just think he's been put in a position that's not natural to him. That he's not quick enough, unfortunately, to play there. Play him in the middle, and I actually think he could do well. But hey, what do we know? We're only fans.
And Tom does have an OnlyFans. That is true.
Oh dear. Michael Celeste is American Takeover. Ivanka Trump is buying West Ham. Yeah.
Hope not. What do you think of that? What do you think of that takeover bid? Or the rumours of a takeover bid, as it were, or the report there was a takeover bid?
Happy, I guess, just to the fact that supposedly that they are sort of crumbling, which I guess is a positive. But yeah, obviously it will hopefully put our club sort of back in a positive light again, because there's too much negativity right now.
Hashtag says, "I'll let Lemon Trader choose what we talk about." Too late. He's kind of been.
I don't know what happened.
So if you want me to talk about him, I will. His troll was dead, fam. He could have gone here and come up with a better troll, because I love a good troll. I will say this. Look, regulars in this chat will know. I adore a good troll. If you're going to come up and troll, just make it good. But his troll was dead. It was dead, and now he's gone. Travis Scott burger, I don't know. I haven't eaten it yet. I want to. I'm fat. I do like a burger, but I haven't eaten it yet. Do I think it's necessary? I think Travis Scott is very good at making money. He comes up with lots of good, like, inter-promotional stuff. The McDonald's stuff, like all of the new merch he dropped, he's going to make a crap load of money on that. Would I buy any of it personally? No. I would try the burger.
Have you seen the advert for his burger?
I haven't.
Specky Blonde on Twitter. She can't put the link in here, but unfortunately, but if you look at Specky _Blonde on Twitter, and she will
good ball over the top. Charlton, and he just couldn't quite get on the end of it. The Charlton player again, I don't know their names. I'm sorry, I don't know their names. It was a good try though. It was a good effort. Just a little bit too ahead of him. Something more than that, and we want to be working Randolph. Charlie likes a troll like he likes an accessory on a football. I do like an accessory. Look, headbands, the Edgar Davids glasses. There's a lot of good accessories that I think people don't put enough respect on, and I do like a troll as well.
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect.
Yeah, so for those of you that obviously have joined us, unfortunately we can't live stream the game today because we will get banned. So we will have to put up with us in the meantime, although we do have the interactive graphic underneath us, yes. Which will tell you what's going on. And then yes, we'll try to keep you updated as much as possible.
Anderson did very well to get there first, to be honest.
But yes, if you are new around here, we do these every single week.
Every single match
for the Premier League. We're going to try as many competitions as we physically can. But yeah, do drop a like on the video if you haven't. Really helps us out, helps sort of spread the word out to you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ticking closer towards that 13,500 mark, which is very nice of everyone. So yes, as West Ham.
Yes, clips. It does count. Alex Song having his socks all the way down and has gloves on does count. The gloves specifically, I would say, counts as an accessory, but I like the low down sock. It's like one. If you have a 1 through 3 thing on FIFA, that's a nice low. It's a nice thing, It's a nice thing.
Free kick from Snodgrass on the edge of the box. Unfortunately, didn't beat the first Charlton man, and they cleared it out. We do have the ball on the halfway line.
It's a nice thing.
Diop plays it down the right to Anderson. Anderson back inside to Cullen, who searches with a long ball into the box. Allaire takes it on the touch, can't do anything with it. Charlton out on the break, attacking in numbers. West Ham, a lot of men gone too far forward.
Nah, he was way too slow. He really hivered and divered in the centre of the park, the Charlton player there. And it wasted not completely wasted, but sort of dampened the opportunity somewhat.
The Twitch stream is now down. Oh, nobody in the box for Charlton. Who's offside? It was the flag. Apparently a big F in the chat for PJ Goose, who was streaming on Twitch, who is now down. So welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone, to ask for the link. Becky, can you at my Neopets account, please?
Rest in peace to the Twitch stream. Unfortunately. Yes, Rebecca will try and help you and direct you as best as you possibly can at the minute. James going to ask Charlie, did you like Anderson's headband in pre-season?
I loved it. I was all about it. I wanted it. I just like accessories, guys. I just like something, something a bit. It's just exciting for me on a personal level.
Simp Police says, lads, I'll arrest you if you simp. Listen, where can I donate to simp to you?
You can't prove nothing, copper. Get out of here. I ain't done nothing. Don't check my Twitch account. I ain't done nothing, bro.
Seaside Hammer, am I allowed to recommend Hammer's Infinity TV on Facebook? You'll get to see every football match, film, series cheaply. Nothing to do with me, but it's not the stream being full of people. Seaside, yeah, of course. If it works, then fair enough. Yeah, people can check that out. We don't mind people asking. Thankfully, Rebecca has kindly stepped in and said that she'd help us out tonight, trying to direct people around. So, yes. Bob Lee, just listen to Rebecca in the chat. She'll try and guide you as best she can.
How have Charlton been doing in the league this year?
Not too sure.
I mean, it's obviously only just started, but I'm interested in how they've done, or at least last year, how they expected to.
Charlton crossing into the box again, right over the top.
You ain't got nothing on me, Copper. You ain't got no West warrants here, bruv. It's my house. Come back with a warrant and then we'll talk about it. But until then, you ain't got now.
Charlton enjoying some possession at the moment inside our half, unfortunately. Just playing it around at the minute. West Ham defending well in numbers.
Anderson with the block.
Melted Fungi, we've won 2-0 and 3-0 this season. Oh, so they're on decent form. And by all accounts, as Gio said, this is Charlton's first team, I'm sure. So, as Yarmolenko is...
He's getting a telling. He's doing that thing where footballers aren't really listening to the ref, but they're nodding just to sort of make it like, yeah, I'm sorry, it was an apology.
There's a lot of finger pointing going on between him and Andrew Mariner.
So we're seeing a replay here. The Charlton player was just sort of dripping and sliding. Nothing.
He took exception, I think, to somebody pushing in.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Pretty much first team says melted one guy. All right, fair enough. Where would you say melted? Where would you say you're expected to finish in the league?
Somebody else was saying earlier, second, as West Ham are on the counter attack. Allaire holds it up, looks to spread it wide to Ben Johnson, running through the middle, tackled, intercepted. I tell you what, the only thing I think that where we're going to concede tonight is from the counter attack from Charlton, because we are committing a lot of long forward. Johnny Williams, who passes it forward, Josh Cullen, right time, right place,
interception, big diag. You love to see it out to Anderson, headbandless, but still a good lad, nevertheless.
Into Allaire, Lanzini passes it wide down the right hand side to Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko looking to cut him back on his left. Passes it inside to Lanzini, stumbles.
It's a great ball. It was a great ball by Yarmolenko to find Lanzini in a sort of a reverse pass as Lanzini went through the defence. It's just one of those situations where it was just a little bit too far and he couldn't get the ball out of his feet to find something. Right. But it was a decent opportunity. That's a good ball across. Charlton can't quite get a foot on it. Almost a carbon copy crosswise and finish-wise as the Haller almost goal that happened. Charlton a good attack down the left. It's a good run by whoever that is.
Ben Johnson, obviously he's got caught running forward.
And he puts it across and it's in the 6-yard box. Randolph bravely chooses to leave the ball and the Charlton attacker full stretched can't quite get a touch on it. It remains 2-0, but a good opportunity from Charlton. And like you say, I agree. I think there is Charlton on the break are creating a couple of little bits and pieces here, and that's where we're most dangerous because our fullbacks are very far forward. And this is by design as well. They're very far forward, but on a counter attack like that, and there's no one there, it does create a problem.
As Richie Von Rock said, Cullen looking mustard. He is. He's been exceptional in this first half. He has absolutely run the show in midfield. Very good to see. That is a dangerous ball across the 6-yard box by Darren Randolph.
Playing a dangerous game against his former side here. I mean, Scott's question: do you think this will make Cullen get more Premier League minutes? I really hope he does, Scott. Personally, Sam, what do you think?
What's that? Seems like we need to work on replacing the fullbacks.
No. That, well, yes, but does this make you think Cullen will start getting more first team minutes?
I hope so. Yeah, I genuinely think his time is now to make his impression, and I think he's certainly done that. And again, I guess people say obviously tonight the opposition isn't as great, but he did do it against Bournemouth as well, who slapped 5 past us. So
I really like Cullen. I think he's got what it takes, and I think he deserves a chance in the Premier League. I think if he puts in a good performance here, that could go a long way. Unfortunately, you're looking at him trying to get past Declan Rice, Thomas Souček, Mark Noble, and Pablo Fornals. You could argue for one of those roles in the middle, but I just like him a lot. I think he should be getting more time. Yeah, Wilshere not existing is a weird one today, because he's not on the bench either.
David Sullivan currently has Jack Wilshere locked up in his basement.
They're doing negotiations, but it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
With David Sullivan holding a 9-inch dildo to his forehead, so he can't get out.
That's a graphic image I didn't need.
Rebecca said, although to those who asked for my Facebook, no.
Yes. Like we say, there is a link on Rebecca's Twitter. Have a look there, Specky_blonde. But she's trying. She's doing bits.
A lot of talk about this Tinder profile tonight. Interesting.
Very interesting, he said. The number 18 for Charlton's doing bits at the moment.
Yeah, he's looked good. He's
good ball in again. Diop more than capable of getting there. But he's done all right. He looks like he knows sort of what's going on. Haller, nice little dink just to keep the ball in West Ham possession there, as it looked like it had run too far. Yeah, who's their 18? Their 18 looks all right. I don't know a lot about him. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I literally only know his number and that he, quote, looks all right, but he's been doing all right.
We should have pulled up our Martin Tyler stat sheet-esque, shouldn't we?
Let me put up. I'll pull up their Wikipedia page and look who he is. By the way,
You know,
I accidentally forgot to open my camera roll. It's all just pictures of cats.
melted fungi says is Doherty or Doughty. He's quite good. Yeah, he's agreeing. He's looked very bright. I think he's been Charlton's brightest spark. Or spot.
He looks decent. He looks like he takes on the defenders quite well, which is something that's impressive. He's not. He's certainly not. Yeah, he's certainly not phased by the opposition or anything. He's certainly like one or two of your other players. Maybe like there was an opportunity where you came through the middle, and he should have played the ball earlier and just didn't. Whereas this Doherty guy's just doing bits. Yarmolenko, it's a good ball forward to Masuaku down the left hand side. Takes a step over, tries to pull it back inside the box. It's a good save. He sort of just fired at the goalkeeper. I'm not entirely certain he meant it, but it ends up being a good reaction save.
Yarmolenko was screaming for that ball on the edge of the box, and
so was Anderson, who was pointing down. Haller was there. There was a lot of options there, and again, I'm not entirely certain if he was going for goal or if it was a cross or what. But it pulls off a good save, and it's a corner to West Ham United.
Numbers 1307. Not heard the name Numbers in a while. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Short corner taken. Masuaku, edge of the box, cuts to the byline again, has a shot.
Yarmolenko annoyed that time as well.
It's high, wide, and handsome. 2 minutes of extra time at the end of this half. I'm pretty sure we've nearly played those 2 minutes. Somebody said, what's the point? Oh, it's Numbers that said, what's the point in playing someone like Cullen? No chance of first team action. Do you know what? After this first half performance, I think he needs to start getting his sniff around the first team. He's been absolutely
This also technically is also first team action, I would say. I think it's he's in the squad. He's in the squad. He is kind of the de facto replacement. If we don't get another DM, for example, he's the de facto replacement for Carlos Sanchez. And he's playing the deeper role out of the three sort of centre mids we have. He's playing the deepest, and I think you have to, if that's going to be his role this season, which potentially again we do not have a second choice defensive midfielder after Declan Rice, not an out and out defensive midfielder. You know, we can make arguments for Souček or whatever, but that guy gets forward more than some of our strikers do sometimes. You make an argument he needs to be seen, and David Moyes doesn't like playing managers unless we've seen him. Remember last season with Yeti, David Moyes is exactly as this good ball across for Charlton doesn't go anywhere. We saw with Yeti, he said, "You know as much about a Yeti as I do," and I'm like, "Bro, you're the manager. You see him every day in training," and so clearly he only likes judging players from what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? From game situations, and so you got to see him. That is half time. And it's half-time score here at the London Stadium. I say here, like I'm there. I'm not. Is West Ham 2, Charlton 0 with a double from Haller. Tom, I'll start, I guess.
Do you want?
I'll start while we wait for people to stream in. Go on.
Can you just wait? I do have some chocolate raisins downstairs that I'm going to quickly go pick up. Don't start without me, and it will give time to let people join us.
Okay, I'll go full screen and then I'll just have a little talk. I'll have a little talk. You going downstairs together? Yeah, you are. He is, everyone. He is. Don't worry about it. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we will be live for the entire game up until full time, in which we'll be live just a little bit after as Gio and Gonzo get ready to do their review, and then we will send you all across there. We'll spam the link in the chat so you can all go straight into their lovely, lovely review of the game, so you get their opinions as well. But it's nice to see you all, Wally World. Good to see you joining us. Max, Steve, Tone, Scott Davis, Numbers. Hello. Hello. So, as Rebecca said, she has the link is on her account if you wish to go see it. Specky_brunette on, Specky_blonde on Twitter. Nice to see you all. So it's 2-0. 2-0, decent. How have you all been feeling about the game? Let me know. Let me know how you've all been feeling about the match so far, especially Charlton fans. I'd like to know Charlton fans. What are you saying? Melted. What are you saying? How do you feel? Is that a sting mask in the back? It is, Abuzar. Hang on. Let me just adjust myself. It is. It is a sting mask. And it's also a Finn Balor mask. But yeah. They are there. I got... Oh, Jesus. Basically, this shirt is so small that I sort of let it ride over my stomach during matches because I'm fat. Charlie, when will you admit that Apex is better than Fortnite? I agree. I think Apex... Well... I like playing Apex more. I think they're both better than Warzone, I will say that. I think they're both better than Warzone. Let's talk Tom exists. Hello, Tom. Hello, Charlie. Always like your opinions on West Ham as you're one of the few who know a thing or two. Listen, numbers, thank you. I disagree. I don't think I know anything, but I appreciate the compliment. Nevertheless. Tom, how do you feel about the game?
Good. Yeah, very, very, very positive signs. Obviously, we have to take the, I guess, again, opposition into account. They are League One, unfortunately. They have, I thought, at times held a good account of themselves going forward, especially as one of our, I would say, newfound friends from Charlton has said Doherty has probably got their brightest spot, like he might actually make something happen. As for us, for West Ham, for me, obviously, Allaire getting 2 goals is good for as massive fitness as it's great for his confidence. He needs a little bit of a confidence boost. Thought he should have played at the weekend. So if he can get his hat trick in the second half, that would be really good to see. And I think the players that have played today have gelled really well. I think the link up between Allaire, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Lanzini, I think they've had such a great rapport with each other. So yeah, I think the standout player for me in that first half definitely was Josh Cullen. He was involved in absolutely everything. Really deserves, I think, that first team, a lot more first team exposure, more than the Carabao Cup. I don't know. It's just nice because obviously we've not seen him a lot. We've only really seen him in pre-seasons for West Ham. So, but if he makes as much impact as he has done today, and in the game against Bournemouth, like we saw when he really changed the game when he came on, I think that was it can only benefit us going forward. And he's very similar, I guess, into that sort of noble role. Scott Parker, just we're used to seeing those very small centre mids who are good on the ball, can ping a pass. That kind of mould that we've seen in the last sort of decade at West Ham. So, yeah, I think it's been a very positive first half. Obviously, we'll take it 2-0 up, and yeah, if we get through to the next round, it will be good. We obviously get Leeds or Hull, but yeah, I'd say it was obviously a decent first half. So yeah.
Yeah, he does. He reminds me movement-wise of Scott Parker, the way he just runs. That's and I'm not saying maybe stylistically, although stylistically I think there's a lot of similarities. There's something about the way he scurries, which is very Scott Parkery. Yeah, for those asking again, as Specky_blonde on Twitter has a link, DM her. And don't be too angry if it's iffy. It's not hers. It's just one she found. And we can't, unfortunately, post it in the chat because, again, YouTube and the EFL will come and they will kill us. And we can't really mention it live. Happy enough. I think we got into good positions. I think we played with a better team by a significant distance. It felt...
So Snodgrass as well. Snodgrass's deliveries as well have been fantastic first half. Sorry, Charlie.
It's fine. You literally just interrupted me, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can't just make you disappear. I think that the game went well. I think the positions we put ourselves in were good. It's nice to see a lot of people getting in and around the box, getting to the byline and pulling it back. That sort of stuff that we don't usually do. Again, we've even seen today, like when you play high fullbacks, it is a risk. It just is a risk. We saw a couple of times Charlton getting into those spaces in behind where the fullbacks have left because they were so far forward, and potentially on another day could have hurt us. But I mean, ignoring that, I think we've been good. I think we've got the right players in the right positions. We've got good people on the ball, the right people on the ball. You're looking at like Anderson. If you're looking at Haller getting a lot of game time, a lot of ball time, Tom. I think that's the right thing to do, and I think we should be. This feels like unless Charlton come out significantly differently, which again, melting any other Charlton fans in chat, please let me know what you would do at half time, what you would change up, how you feel like you've been going from the opposition perspective. I feel like this should be a game that we should just go on and win, sort of comfortably at this point. I don't think we're at full pelt. I don't think they don't feel like they are, but I think we aren't either. So I'm happy, but yeah, Josh Cullen man match so far, player of the half for me. Some of those balls over the top, man. He just looks composed. He looks like he's got it going on. He's just got it going on.
His mum.
Beautiful time. Shout out, great song. I hated it until last year when I saw it live, and then I started to learn that song. Guys at West Ham all way, but we're only beating these lot 2-0 at half time. We've got loads of improvement ahead. I agree, Jay. I agree. I will say though, you can only beat what's in front of you, and a 2-0 half time is not that bad. But I do agree. That we I don't think we're at full pelt. Adam Robness, how's Anderson playing, Tom? How do you think Anderson's played?
Sorry, I've got a mouthful of chocolate raisins. Yeah, he's played well. He's injected a bit of pace. It's a shame that he didn't come on sort of with 20, 25 minutes to go the other day when we needed that injection of pace potentially. But yeah, he looked dangerous enough, I guess. I thought somebody said, would they have started? Does Allaire start for Arsenal now? I think he's our best striker, pretty much our only striker by a country mile. So yeah, for me, second half, I think that if we can get one more goal, sort of really put it past Charlton coming back into the game, then I'd like to see Connor Coventry, Zande, but just some of the youngsters to come on, save Allaire for the weekend. If he now knows that based on Haller's performance that he wants to play him against Arsenal, then yeah, try and save him for the weekend. Bring on like Silver and Coventry and some of those guys. So
personally, I'd be starting him regardless anyway. But I don't think he's done himself a disservice today. I think he's played well. I think he's got good link-up play going, and then obviously he's got on the end of it. As we get a warning on the screen about not doing this for commercial viewing, which is why we can't do it on here for those asking. Why can't Header just do this in the Prem? I think he does, but that's a side note for another time. Snodgrass was good in that position. Yeah, he's a midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder at this point. Really, I don't think you can see it in any other way, if we're being honest. I think he just is. I don't think he has the right legs to play out wide anymore, you know? I don't know how you feel about it. What do you feel about Snodgrass in general, Tom?
So I'm trying to munch down these.
Listen, munch it, bruv. Munch it. Swallow it. You know what I mean? Just enjoy it. Deeps it.
I do apologise, people. Snodgrass, yeah, I think he's the best set piece taker at the club. I don't always think, obviously, he's the fastest, but I think he's a very intelligent footballer. I think he grafts, he puts his all in every single week. You know, he's one of those players that you really want in a relegation situation, you know, who somebody would give his all for the club. Yeah. I always feel like he wears his heart on his sleeve. He takes it personally, but if he plays bad, I think he's the perfect guy to have around the dressing room. And obviously when he comes out and he plays, very rarely do we not see his wand of a left foot in action. He's proved that tonight. His set piece delivery and his dead ball delivery.
If it was a situation in the Prem and you had a centre midfield position open, would you rather play Snodgrass or Josh Cullen?
That is a great question.
Thank you. I'm a genius.
I don't think I can answer that. I think I'd have to say Snodgrass.
I can answer. I would say Cullen. I would say Cullen.
It's really difficult because we've seen more of Snodgrass at this point. And I think obviously I'd like to see more of Josh Cullen, but Snodgrass has that ability to potentially play centrally or out wide these days. I don't know. I really like both of them. I think they're both very talented footballers. That is actually a very good question, Charlie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. It's what I do. I ask tough questions. I personally think Cullen, just because of the long term view of the situation. And I think he gains more from playing than Snodgrass does. I think Snodgrass is good, but I also don't think. I don't know. I don't think he starts anytime soon for me. I think there's so many other players that are better in the squad, and I think Cullen's one of those people who's like it just benefits him to play. I think more game time the better. So I think for me, if I was in charge, this would be one of the few times if I was in charge, I'd probably sell Snodgrass, but that's another problem for another time. Mr. Whippy, solid point.
Just going to say, if you are joining us, it is currently half time. We're just waiting for the players to come out second half. It should be starting in a minute or so, the second half. Thank you to everybody that has joined so far, that's joined in with us in the live chat. If you are new around here, if you have just joined the stream, please do drop a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us. Helps Gio Gonzo, the channel, helps push these videos to you guys. We do this every single weekend for all the Premier League games, and it's always really nice when we've got people in here every week chatting amongst yourselves, chatting to us, good conversations, donations, all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody again that's donated tonight. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, big thank you to Rebecca, I guess, Fo Sheezy, James Gunn, and of course Scott Davis. Big Scott Davis.
Excuse me, and Athers 32.
Oh, and of course Ben, the real Athers 32. Legend, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shocking. Stealing my name. He has a driving lesson on Thursday. Good luck for Thursday, Ben.
Good luck, bro. Good luck. Nail it. Get in there. Do some. big driving bits.
Personal viewing only and must not be shown in commercial premises. For example, pubs. Contact piracy at EFL if viewing in commercial premises or for clarity.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we can't do it, people. That's why we can't do it. I think Anderson is a player who can come off the bench and get a defence. The only problem is how much time would Moyes give him, says Alan Rodneys. How do you feel about Anderson after that first half and in general?
I think we as fans do him a disservice sometimes. I think he's hung out to dry a little bit. Obviously, I know last season, Hammers News, are they out 1 minute? Not yet. All we can see is the halftime statistics. We can't actually see what's going on right now. I think he is hung out to dry sometimes. Obviously, he deserved some of his criticism last year because he obviously wasn't up to scratch. I obviously think having a decent left back behind him will help him. So I'm not ready to give up on him just yet. I know that doesn't sit well with some people, but
I'm not ready to give up on him at all. And if anything, I'll be starting him. I think he's so absurdly talented, and he gives us something that we just don't have a lot of the time. We're playing players out of position for the sake of not playing him, and I think that's kind of insane. I think we have a player who can be a game changer if he was given the right motivation and given the right manager and the right tactics. And I think we look at, and for some reason we just look down on him. And I think statistically, when you look at it, even in a bad season which he had last year, he was still one of the best players we had. Now, I think that's more of a damning indictment on the rest of the team and West Ham United than it is him, a personal thing for him. But he's played great just as much as he's played bad. And that's it's very similar opinions I have to Balbuena as well. When we talk about Balbuena, he had an excellent first season. He was up there. Like, he had a better first season, I would make an argument, than Diop. And yet he's had a sort of rough second season, and it's not quite worked out, and we're sort of very keen to get rid of him, when in reality I don't think we should. I think we should be giving these players more of an opportunity because we've seen how they can be great, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. I just, like you said, he's very talented. He's probably, to his own admission, I guess, that no footballer likes to play poorly and be, poor in the way they play. They want to earn money. The only way they're going to earn money as well, is by playing well. And I think, look, again, probably to his own admission, last season he wasn't good enough. I just think that he's bore quite a lot of the flack from the fans. Some of it deservingly for how he's played, but I don't think he's been helped, as Charlie said, especially when he can play on that left side of midfield and they're putting the square peg in Fornals, who should be playing in the centre because he's far too good to be wasted out wide. It does him a disservice. So I'm not ready to give up on him just yet. I still think that I don't think we've seen the last of Anderson at West Ham. I'm hoping that he can sort of rekindle that form he found in the first sort of 6 months at West Ham, because don't forget, he was one of the best players in the league those first 6 months at West Ham. He really was. He scored some important goals. He just unfortunately went off the boil a bit. But yeah, there we go. The players are walking back out onto the pitch for the second half.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We've got a Charlton substitution. Bon, who I think is their number. I think it's their number 9. Bon is coming off, and number 10 is coming on. What's his name?
Aneke.
But here we go. Second half. West Ham United versus Charlton. EFL Cup is 2-0 to West Ham currently, and I can't, unless Charlton have got, this is a big half for Charlton. They need to turn this around. If they have any hope of staying in this, they need to turn it around, and they need to do it relatively quickly. Go on. What did you say? Sorry, it cut out.
I said if you've got any bottle,
if you've got, he'll walk him. I can't speak. If
you've got any bottle, Campbell, you'll walk him.
You bottleless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
In the chat, if you are still with us, obviously there are over 300 of you in here right now. If you are, who would you like to see in the second half? Would you like to see Ashby? Somebody we've both never heard of before. Obviously, Coventry would like to see the youth. I imagine that will be the definitive answer. Do you know what? Quickly, I'm also going to pull up a link for well, not a link. I'm going to put up the live score. I just want to see how everyone else is getting on. Because obviously, there are loads of games going on at the minute. So.
There are and lots of games. Masuaku's so comfortable on the ball, and yet he can't do anything with it. Lanzini with a pass that only I could do. You walk him. I can't speak. I can't speak.
Notable games. Is the whole game being played right now against Leeds, or are they on tomorrow? Don't think Leeds are playing tonight, so we'll probably find that out tomorrow.
Harrison Ashby, right back, 18-year-old Scottish. Interesting, thank you for. I literally have never heard of him before today. It's a good opportunity for Yarmolenko. Clocks it back. Can't do anything with it. Gets pulled back for something. I don't know what. We can see the replay here. Haller plays for Yarmolenko, who steps to the Charlton left back. He does him in and out. I think it just goes out for a Charlton throw.
The only noticeable games I can see going right now is Oxford currently beating Watford 1-0, Newcastle beating Blackburn 1-0. Obviously, we're beating Charlton 2-0. Bournemouth Crystal Palace is currently 0-0. Aston Villa Burton Albion is 1-1. And that's it for the notable games. If anybody cared, I was just checking to see if Leeds were playing against Hull, because obviously they are our next opponents. Whoever sort of wins that game. So.
Oh, fair, yes. Good ball through from Charlton. They're down the right here, and it's that 18 again. Doherty pulls it back. It's another decent cross. It deflects up off Masuaku, I think, and rolls out for or maybe off one of the Charlton players, because West Ham didn't seem particularly fussed about getting it, and they've got a frame. But it was a good opportunity. That 18 again, creating some good space. Tone, what's your favourite scary film, guys? Tom, what's your favourite horror film?
It's a great question, Tone. I might have to come back to you on that. I'll have to have a quick think.
Mine is the original Spanish version of Wreck. I flipping love Wreck. Tom's muted himself, so I can't hear a word he says. He looks confused because he's muted himself. He doesn't know what's going on. He's scared. He says he hasn't muted himself, but you can't speak. I can't hear a word you're saying, bro. Well, I can speak, so I'm going to speak for you. Move your mouth, and I'll say the words that are coming out. Go on. I love Charlie. He's excellent. Let me check my thing. Yeah, bro, it's not.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Hear me now?
Hear me now. Yeah. Mine's the original Spanish version of Wreck. I bloody love the original Spanish version of Wreck. I think it's very good.
Right, AFA's 32. I'm putting you in timeout for that. That is a horrible comment.
He's gone drunk with power, Ben. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fo, don't notice like I didn't see what you said earlier on either. Me and you, Fo, finished. Done for.
What did he say?
He said some very mean things.
Did he call you a mug?
Yes, I did tie my brother out. And what? Somebody asked, GSB out or GSB in? This is a tough one for me. I can't even troll even when I'm trying to be funny. No, GSB out, bro. GSB out. GSB out big time.
Yeah. They're kind of massive idiots. You know. Sorry, go on.
Milan Rosa, was I meant to laugh? No, you weren't meant to laugh. I mean, I tried. It was poor. I admit. I tried.
Listen,
James
comedy's about putting yourself. That's an excellent run. Charlton's number 10. He tried to pick it up. It bounces off his own face somehow. I don't really know how. He's managed to collect it. That was a great run. Masuaku successfully somehow tackles a man. Never seen that before. I'd never seen it happen.
There we go. Josh Cullen, centre of it. West Ham on the counter-attack, breaking. Cullen looking up, plays the ball through to Yarmolenko, touches it with his heel, nearly loses it down the right-hand side. Drive it there, full-back, cuts the side on his left, and it is fouled. Great position for a free kick on the right-hand side, about 25 yards out from the goal. I imagine this is going to be a Snodgrass left foot into the box.
Max Steve, guys, do you think Yarmo should be playing in a starting 11 now? I personally don't. Tom, how do you feel about Yarmolenko? I think he's a baller, but I don't think he should start.
No, not about Jared Bowen, no.
That's the problem. If Jared Bowen didn't exist, then yes, obviously, Jared Bowen exists. So as of now, he's a very good, a very effective substitute player, and potentially a bit injured. But we'll see how that plays out.
James Gunn said he's nearly finished. James Gunn saying he nearly finished Ozark. Well done. I'm so jealous that I can't watch that again. I'm so glad you got to watch that. What shall I watch next? I reckon I just finished Umbrella Academy, and I'm also watching Peaky Blinders for the first time. Both excellent. James Allen says, "Who scored our goals?" I'll air with both, James.
I'm still on the second last episode of Gotham. I have been for about a year. I'll get there eventually.
Lanzini, right-footed ball, looped towards the back post. Balbuena slips. Doesn't look like it's foul, and it's out for a Charlton throw-in.
So Rebecca at Specky_blonde has tweeted a working link. If you're looking for one, go and have a look. Enjoy.
Her Twitter is Specky_twat, and you shall find her there.
It's just rude. I'd time you out if I could, but I can't.
You can't.
Because your video is there. I mean, I can just take you off the stream quite easily, but it's what it is.
Athos32, Ben, let us know when you can type again in the chat. It'd be lovely to see you again, my friend.
I think he's gone.
If we can't get Tarkowski, who do you see as a possible centre-back signing? Look at Rebecca and Foe exactly at the same time. Mute me. No.
He's been muted. The thing is, he can talk and I can hear him, but the stream won't be able to, which, if anything, is more annoying. Watch this. Tom say something. See, he said hi, but you didn't hear that. I heard it. I heard it. You got muted, son. Like, let that be a lesson to you. Look at that. Can we talk about Johnny Williams' beard bald combo? It's very Spartan,
Give him a shield.
It's very Spartan, I've unmuted you, don't I?
Okay. Abizar Chowdhury. Sorry, I was in the process of trying to answer your question. As Darren Randolph, bloody hell. I've seen us linked with Rob Holding today, and look, if it's a loan deal, I wouldn't be against it. I think he's got a lot of potential. What about you? I think of all the names batted around there, I'd rather, for the centre back position especially, I'd rather have a loan signing there and actually put our money into the positions that need upgrading, which is clearly our fullbacks, obviously, at this point. So
yeah, unpopular opinion. I just don't think we need another defender, another centre back. Sorry, obviously fullbacks are the priority. I wouldn't even bother going after a centre back.
Here we go. As Masuaku charging down the left-hand side, cuts it back to the byline.
It was Masuaku. I don't know why you got excited.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, here we go. And I looked up and it's like 26. I'm like, no. Yeah, I wouldn't even go for a centre back, honestly. I don't know why we're going for James Tarkowski. It seems a little bit insane, but I wouldn't even bother. Oh, Felipe Anderson intercepting it with his head. Beautiful stuff.
Oh, Charlie, look at this. I have an idea. Turn the camera to the game and shut the fuck up.
Oh, he's figured it out. Why haven't we been doing this the entire time? Oh, wait, it's because we can't, you idiot. That's why we can't. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, I forgot. It's because we can't do that. If we could have, we would have done it. I would have just put it on the screen, bruv, but we can't. Oh, sorry, man. Come again next time. See you later. Bye. Sorry, go on, Karen.
Did you just drop on the official account to do that?
Listen, bro. Listen.
You see, I rarely snap, but that's what happens when you come for the king. You best not miss, and he missed.
Come again next time. I hope come back in 5 minutes. Come back in 5 minutes and see what you've done. I've only timed you out for 5 minutes, Dora. Come back, get involved in the stream. You're welcome here. Hammer 623 you're welcome.
I'll tell you what, just really quickly, Charlton's left back tonight has been exceptional for them. I think he's been their best player. Just put a great ball into the 18-yard box right in front of our centre halves, and it looked like Fabian Balbuena just got his head to it. It looked from that angle like it was looping into the back of the net. And
I like this woman hiding behind a box near the corner flag. She just sort of sat
What is she doing?
She's just having a little sip, bless. I reckon. I respect it. That's something I do, you know what I mean?
Oh, look, J Savo Street, time me out for 5 if you are GSB out. Look, bro, of course, I'll do it instantly. There you go. Fuck them guys. Sorry, Mum.
Disgraceful behaviour.
Charlton, left-footed corner into the box again for about the 4th time tonight. It is gone all the way over the back and out for a West Ham goal kick.
When do you reckon he's going to make subs? Do you reckon he'll make subs?
It's David Moyes.
68 minutes will make one.
Do you know what? Do you reckon for the first time this season he'll make a sub before the 60th minute? I reckon there's an outside chance. I'd love to see. I'd love
I
to
think
see
there's an
Coventry.
outside chance, but I think it's a madness potentially.
I'd love to see Coventry and Silva and Alessi potentially. I'd just love to see a few of those that didn't come out well. I'd love to see a few of those youngsters. No, I would like to see some of those. No.
I just don't. I don't know.
Andrew Phipps says she works on the bubble machines. I'm in the know.
Listen, Andrew. I believe you inherently, implicitly. Where is Holland? Is he not injured?
Where is Holland?
It's just over there. It's just over there.
It's next to Chelsea.
Lanzini, good opportunity just outside the 6-yard box, pulls it back. Yarmolenko, big opportunity. He's gone down holding his ankle under the challenge of a Charlton defender. To be honest, it feels a little bit like one of those ones where someone messes up and so they look a bit injured. But Lanzini, good step overs, pulls it back. It's a really good opportunity. Does he hit it with his weak foot?
I'm not sure, but I think someone rakes down his Achilles there. Not gonna lie.
He's not. He doesn't look super. He doesn't look on. He's not. He's staying on. He's staying on.
He's a soldier. Oscar Hamblin, say hi to me. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Oscar. It was a really good opportunity, and I would have backed him to finish that most days, to be honest.
Lovely play again by Mamadou Lanzini. We've had a lot of success driving to the byline tonight. It's almost as if if Grady Diangana was here still, he'd be doing that, and it would be very effective. But again, hey, I'm just a fan. Who knows anything?
Alessi is on the bench. He is, I don't know if he'll come on. Unfortunately, when you're a centre-back, you only really come on if there's an injury. But yeah, I mean, it might be smart. It would be smart just to take the players off who you think have a chance of playing first-team football, just to rest them for the weekend, I guess. But
Anderson, Worcester on goal, takes a heavy touch again to the byline, cuts it back, fizzes it across the 6-yard box.
It's a good opportunity. He tried to out sprint the Charlton defender, and he did well enough to keep it in. He plays a good ball in, but it would take a good header, a diving Van Persie sort of style thing to score, and he didn't quite make it. But it is what it is.
Oscar Hamlin says, great stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Oscar. Really appreciate that. Obviously, if you are new around here, we do these for every game in the Premier League and Carabao Cup. So yeah, do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out, helps the channel out, helps us bring this to you guys as well. Also, somebody was asking about Mipo Odubeko, that he should have been on the bench. I did hear as well that he was injured. Whether that was any truth to that story or not, I do not know, but I did hear through the grapevine that he was injured. If you haven't already, go and have a look at his goal against Southend, because I've never seen that technique before. It's just unbelievable what he did. Have you seen the goal, Charlie?
No.
He literally, from 40 yards out, I kid you not, from 40 yards out,
good save.
He passed it into the back of the net.
Can you get me a link so I can have a gander, please?
Yeah, let me just quickly get this. As chat, you can confirm it was a mad goal.
Yarmolenko, good opportunity. Step overs this way and that, pulls it back on his weak foot, looking for Haller, deflectors out for a corner for West Ham United. Again, we're starting to pin them back in, and again, we're getting players in good positions, which is nice to see.
Do you know who is currently on the Claret and Blue Army live watch along?
No.
It's Gio bloody Mackie.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I just saw him over there. Right, we've got our phrase tonight to go and join Gio and Gonzo with when you get into their stream. It's going to be Gio is a traitor, and we're going to need everybody to spam that.
At the end of the game, we're going to give you a link. Okay, we're going to give you a link, and that goes on to Gio and Gonzo's full review. Okay, that goes on to their full review, their live review. It's going to be good. Everyone, I encourage you all to watch it. Wait till the end, give us the views, but then you can go and click on it. The phrase will be, Gio is a traitor. Okay, good. We're good. Once we spam that link, get involved. It'll be a grand old time. It'll be at the end of the game because we, of course, live until the end of it. Nathan, my friend ate a monster burger. Can I have more details on this burger, Nathan? Also, can I have how many specifically condiments were on it?
I was about
and
to say,
if
that's
you think 3 condiments on a burger, specifically ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard at once, is too much. Can I get those opinions from you, Nathan? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
just quickly. I've sent you the link in Discord, Charlie, so you can go have a look at his goal. It is genuinely, as Jay Savo Street says, Alderbecco looks the bollocks. He really does.
There's a handball claim against the Charlton defender there, and it looks legitimate. I don't know if VAR is there. It might be a case where it's classed as too soon. We've got a corner out of it anyway, but Johnson was in a good position, right by the byline, tries to dink it back across. The Charlton defender sliding in to block it, has his hands up, and it does appear to make contact with him.
I don't think there is VAR in operation, surely.
Fair.
Because some clubs can have it.
That's
some
a good
clubs
point.
can't,
That's
so
a good point. It probably isn't. And even if it wasn't, you can definitely make the argument that it was too close, which I would make a lot of times. But definitely him. See a white eye hammers. Why do you look homeless, mate? I don't know. Ask your mum. Anderson on the left hand side. Anderson on the left hand side. That wasn't smart or clever, was it? I apologise. Good one to Anderson and Masuaku, who's breezed past their left back, right back, pulls it back across. Haller can't get there ahead of the defender, who does well to get it out. It's a good question.
That was literally the most bait year 8 response that I have ever heard. You for a man, you just stooped to 14-year-old insults after telling me every week to not get involved with the chat, and you're just out here throwing, playground insults. You go, ask your mum, mate. Ask your mum.
I didn't say that mainly. It was a playground insult. I went back with a playground insult. Do you know what I mean? If someone insults me in a serious way, I can insult them back in a serious way. But when it's why do you look hopeless, I'm like.
Can I just quickly say, come on, you Iron Hammers! Thank you so much for making Charlie react like that. That was glorious.
Appreciate it. You're welcome here anytime, my friend. You're welcome here anytime. Good hit from the Charlton striker. And number 10's getting in good positions, doing big bits, but it's gone wide.
Yeah. Do you know what that Charlton striker missed that goal? Yeah, your mum. Your mum. He says, "No worries, mate. Big love." Hey,
you're welcome here anytime, my friend. You're welcome here anytime.
Andrew Phipps says, "I kid you not. Me and my mate both. I think he's supposed to say straight guys, but it says Starlight guys. A new breed. I've had a conversation talking about how handsome Charlie is.
Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Look at it. He is a well-kept, well-thingied man.
Well kept. This is maybe the one word that's never been described. I've never been described for before, but it is what it is.
A little bit of Anderson trickery. Megs, the Charlton right back, who gives it to Snodgrass inside the 18-yard box, who just does nothing with it. It's Leo says, who scored. Sebastian Haller with both goals, mate, tonight. Anderson did look quite good there, actually, shifting the ball to doing a lot of nothing, but then he did make the Charlton player, as Charlton again try a cross into the box. It's well defended by Diop, who clears out for a throw.
Charlton have been better in the second half, certainly. I think they've gotten into better positions. And that number 10 looks good. I can't remember what you said his name was, but he looks
Doty.
Good.
Or was that?
No. The 18, he looks good as well. I'm talking about the 10 that came on as a substitute at half time. He's just a couple of things he's done have been real good.
I love you, Clips. I really do.
It's a good question.
That was a red card. Of course, it's a red card.
I don't know. I just think it was a red card. I just can't see how it wasn't a red card.
Quickly, I'll answer these two things. Patrick Davis, who scored. Sebastian Haller got both goals tonight, mate. 2 lovely goals. Josh Cullen involved in both the moves. Gio and Gonza will review the game in full, so you can go back and live there. Secondly, Robert Singleton says, can't see his face through all his hair. I've seen it worse than that. And I mean long and longer beard.
Think about it this way, okay? The longer it gets and the more you see it with it, then when I do shave it, which may happen or may not, we don't know, we'll figure it out at some point. It's gonna go wild. The reaction is gonna be a madness.
James Gunn. I feel like I'm living in a loop. Allaire scored both goals.
Allaire
Listen, we'll drum it home to you.
Yeah.
Quick free kick taken by Charlton. Left-footed cross into the box, blocked by Anderson, who is not happy with someone.
He is not happy.
I just want to quickly go back as well. Somebody up here, Nathan Falzone. Basically, I live in Malta, and this monster burger has 3 Angus burgers, 2 Frankfurters on top, cheese, 2 eggs, onions, lettuce, and tomatoes. It's huge.
Mad.
Firstly, can I ask, are you Maltese, Nathan? Because I will bust out some Maltese. Believe it or not.
Oh my God. Tom's been on holiday somewhere, guys, and he's very excited to utilize that information.
Believe it or not. And then secondly, my God, Charlie, that sounds like an amazing burger.
That sounds like a grand old burger. Probably a bit. It sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. I'd be up for it. I'd give it a swaz. Johnny Williams just outside the box, looking for that number 10 again.
Look at that.
Cullen with the interception. He's basically Declan Rice incarnate. Sorry, go on. All right, we've got Tom. Now's the time. He says we have got a confirmation of Maltese. Tom, it's now your moment to shine. Here we go, everybody. Tom Atherton.
Well, no, hang on. Let me just
hang on. Tom Atherton, ladies and gentlemen, with the Maltese.
Hang on. To go back to the double screen, I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready. You said you were going to speak it.
I want to ask him a question. Whereabouts in Malta are you from?
This is bollocks, mate. I wanted Maltese off the bat, and now you're stalling for time while you Google Maltese phrase. This is pandemonium, mate.
I'm intrigued to know whereabouts in Malta is he from. It's a small country. I will know where he's from. There's Lanzini
linking up nice. Out to Anderson. Played across first time. I think he firmed it in his tom there.
I believe you in you, Tom. You believe the me in me. He firmed it with his tom.
With his tummy, bruv. Oh, you've gone mute again, bruv. You've gone mute again. Hang on. What happened last time is I muted you and then unmuted you again. That works. Didn't work this time. Also changed the volume. People can probably see me doing this. Nothing. Tom, you're just muted now, bruv. Sorry. Tom's dead, everyone. Apologies. See if he comes back. If he doesn't come back in a couple of... Oh, wait. Speak.
Hello?
There we go. Okay. Okay, we back. Oh, Yarmolenko with a good chop on the inside. Steps over a couple of times. Lays it into Lanzini. Back to Yarmolenko. Good opportunity. He tried to put
Anderson!
It back.
Oh, somebody get a foot on it.
It was a good opportunity. Haller looked to try and play it back. Oh, Lanzini with a dispossession with a flipping Marseille turn at the same time. Beautiful stuff.
Lovely ball out to the right.
A couple of good players, and it just shows. Ben Johnson in,
Haller is trying, bless him.
Gripped up, but it wasn't quite working. It was a good opportunity there. Yarmolenko got into a good position. He pulled it back. Then you had Lanzini, you had Anderson. He pulls it back. Lots of pulling it back from people. We've got lots of people liking assists here, but not many finishers, unfortunately.
I can't. There's a few. Okay, for one, Nathan Falzone. I know if you are religious, I do, and obviously Maltese is a very religious country. I do know the Hail Mary of Maltese. That is my speciality. But little things like is Kifinti Albi, which I'm pretty sure is, or was it Kifinti? I think it's how are you, darling? Merba or merba, something like that. There's a few words in there. The only thing I can say fluently is that, believe it or not, is the Hail Mary in Maltese. So there you go.
Was it? Is that second one? What's the second one?
What do you mean the second one? Well, meh. It's spelled like MEH.
Is that like a damn it type thing?
No, it's like welcome. I'm pretty sure is the translation. Okay. I think.
I thought it was that a bit like merda from like French, Spanish,
no.
Or Malaka, which is
Greek. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, grazie Hafna. Thank you very much.
Look at you, bro, just pulling it out of the bag. Took you a while, but we got there. What a time to be alive.
I love this. The first time that it's a lot of Arabic mixed in with sort of like lots of different languages. I'm sure Nathan would tell you it's loads of different like languages mixed into one. It's a very confusing language, especially the written as well. It's I know a lot of Maltese people, friends of mine, and they are a lovely, lovely country. Man of the match so far, I'm pretty sure would be Josh Cullen. I think.
Yeah, probably. You're looking at Cullen. You're looking at Yarmolenko. They're the two big ones, I think. But I think Cullen. I want to give it to Cullen. I don't care. I'm going with my heart. I'm Cullen. Josh Cullen. Yeah, Anderson, I think, has looked very good as well. That's true. Ahmed. I just think everyone's looked very good. It's one of those things. Johnny Williams.
Johnny Williams.
To the bond 10 again. He's looking dangerous, but not there. Rolled out by Randolph to Josh Cullen. Josh Cullen. The thing is about Josh Cullen, and this is why I have a soft spot for him. I've never seen him play bad. Ever. Every time he plays for West Ham, he plays well. Every single time. And it's like... It just frustrates me because every opportunity, every preseason, he gets a couple of games and he always looks really good. Be it Juventus or whenever else. Every time I see him, this goes back to the Upton Park days. He constantly does it.
Too.
And it's just frustrating because he could do it. That's a great pullback by Lanzini. Said Yarmolenko tried to shift it onto his strong foot. He's just good, isn't he? He's just good onto his strong foot there, trying to look for a shot.
Snodgrass.
Never.
3 points. Nathan says, when I'm abroad and we'll talk, they think we're going to bomb somewhere. They think we're swearing, whereas it's only talking. I know. I love the old women in Malta. They are just very angry women, little women.
You love old women in Malta?
No, they're just angry little.
You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Oh, there you go, everyone. If we can say this, I know. There we go. As Eric says, hi. Just wanted to come and say. Hi, need to go to bed. So I would say to Eric, as he's just joined us,
see you later,
wait, hang on. No, I would say Ilele Tayeb, which is good night. Ilele Tayeb, Eric. I'm pretty sure.
I can't act like I'm not a bit impressed. I am a little bit impressed.
Nathan, if Nathan's Maltese and he will back it, if I've just said Ilele Tayeb, that means good night.
I know in Spanish, water is agua.
At me, Nathan. Let's go. Find me on Twitter at Athers32. Talk to me, my friend. Love it. But yeah, Eric, who's just joined, has got no clue. We're just currently speaking Maltese in the chat.
Good to see you, Eric. By the way, good to see you. I'm gonna go full screen for you. I'm gonna go toilet. Back in a minute.
Oh God. Sorry, chat. Maltese chat incoming.
If you could just talk in Maltese the entire time, that would be great.
Nathan is a paid actor. Ben, go to bed. You've got go to bed. It's past your bedtime. You've got school in the morning. Tom's been using our donations to pay Nathan to back him up. By the way, I promise you, I'm genuinely not. If I'm trying, I can't off the top of my head think of a lot of things coming. I haven't been to Malta in a few years, but yeah, I know a few things. Not a lot. It's very difficult when they're talking full swing. Anyway, how are people this evening? Ahmed Basti, no, I was not speaking Arabic. It's very close to being Arabic though. Someone should donate for my link work tonight. Just saying, yeah, Rebecca, we could maybe not organise that. Lanzini does have a free kick lined up on the edge of the. I say edge is about 20 to 5 to 30 yards out. Tom is always chasing clout. Oh, you know it, foe. Robert Snodgrass, free kick. Good save down to Ben Amos's left-hand side. Charlie will be back in a second if you are just joining. Cross into the box from Yarmolenko. Unfortunately, gets cleared out. I'm disappointed that none of you trusted me that I didn't know Maltese. I'm a man of many talents. Slim to none, but many. Who's been impressive for us tonight, Jack? Quite a few players, to be honest. Obviously, Ale got both the goals. I think Josh Cullen's been the standout performer for us. I think he's been involved in absolutely everything that we've done, involved in both goals. He's been great defensively as well. Tracking back, he's a great engine for us. Anderson's looked a lot sharper tonight. Lanzini, again, looked sharper. Yeah, it's just all round. Ben Johnson's looked lively down the right-hand side. It's a good team performance tonight, thankfully. As Richie says, Cullen has been the must nuts. Yeah, Cullen has been very, 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 very good. Seaside, is that right that we play Leeds in the next round? Yes, potentially Leeds or Hull, depending on who wins that. Obviously, you probably expect Leeds to win it. So, yes, as Charlton are on the counter-attack. Snuffed out again by, guess who? None other than Josh Cullen. As Charlie, I can hear he's back. I don't know if he's doing something stupid because I can't see him. Let me look. And he's slapping his belly. He's slapping his belly. Thankfully, none of you can see that. Chat, can we just confirm, whilst I was rattling off Maltese, there weren't any substitutions, were there? I don't think there was.
Love that you were paying that much attention. Hello, everyone. Don't listen to Tom. I wasn't doing anything stupid. I'm a sensible boy. I'm a sensible boy. Oh.
No subs yet. Okay, so we're 76 minutes in, 2-0 up, and there's been no subs. Never change, David Moyes. Never change.
Never change.
Yeah, Nathan Falzoni, if you're still in the chat and you are on Twitter, at Athos32, find me on Twitter.
How are you still trying to get
hi.
someone?
No, I'm not trying to get him to follow me. I want to say hello. I want to speak to him.
I respect it, but at the same time, it's wild. It's wild.
The only place. Well, all the times I've been there on stage, the place called I think you pronounce it Bidizabuja. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a lovely Charlie. You got to go more, bro. Let me show you around. I'm practically one of them.
I'll just full screen you and let you have a little conversation.
I am what?
I could have taken the time. I could have gone and made dinner. I could have, gone and done some other stuff. But...
Okay, I'm done. All right. Sorry. I can confirm.
He's seen Nathan ask him what his Twitter is, and he's currently replying. Disgraceful behaviour. Disgraceful behaviour. Ooh, Maltese friend.
Allaire, good touch inside the box. Exactly, Mixie gets it. People are lovely. They love the English because of the Germans, but I guess that's...
People love the English because of the Germans. That's not a conversation I want to get into. Listen. Can we just say Cullen went in with a mad tackle now? I was all about it.
Now, listen, there's a lot of people asking me to say stuff in the chat. I got into this problem last week by saying something in Irish that I shouldn't have said. So.
And now you're stranded at sea yet again, my friend. Can you speak Brooklyn? All right, here's the thing, right? Charlie boy, CB, bro. Right, so when I went to New York when I was younger, the most New York thing, the only like I heard lots of obviously New York accents and whatnot, but the one thing that always sticks out in my mind is I was in the Natural History Museum, and there was two kids there. They were really young. They were like 7 or something, and they were looking at it was like all of these like big birds. It was like a bird thing, and one of them turned to the other one, and this is really stereotypical. And I'm going to try to do the accent. It's going to be horrendous, but it was this absurd. It was like this ridiculous. One of them turned to the other and literally went, "Holy smokes, George! They killed the bird!" like that. And I was like, I was with my dad, and we were both like, "Oh my god!" It was like incredible. It was unreal. They heard lots of amazing New York stuff, a lot of amazing New York. I love the accent. I love the New York accent, but it was so comically over the top that it's always stuck with me. I remember it so clear as day.
Can I just quickly, just the last thing I'll mention about Nathan tonight, because this does include you. I didn't know how I ended up on the stream, so he's not even a West Ham fan, but you guys are amazing. So.
I'll take it. Thank you, Nathan. I'll take it. I personally will take it. Tom, I know you're not hugely keen on, but I'll take it.
Lanzini in behind, not flagged offside yet. Little Cruyff turn in the box, squares up his defender, cuts onto his right foot, cuts back to his left foot, cuts back to his right foot, passes it off, and it's a 3-0. Lanzini to Felipe Anderson. Get in. My word.
I don't know.
Manuel Lanzini is trying to.
I think saying Cruyff turned in the box was maybe a bit generous on what happened. It was more the ball went behind him and he sort of had to spin around. But Lanzini, he was ahead of the defender but couldn't quite get there. He then had to pull back because the ball was behind him. He dummies it about 18 times before laying it off with the outside of his boot to Anderson, who just passes it in, just slots it home beyond the goalkeeper. It's 3-0. It's an easy goal. It's a good goal.
Manuel Lanzini is pretty much trying to give me a speech impediment. I love it. Great team goal.
See, what you need to learn, right? And this is what I've learned about commentating on stuff: is you let the thing happen, then you say it. That way, you sort of give yourself an internal buffer where you can decide on the fly what needs to say and what doesn't need to be said, so you don't get caught up going. And he flicks it back, and he goes back one way, he goes back the other, and he goes back. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's in that auctioneer style. Whereas if you give yourself a little buffer, you're Gucci. You're Gucci.
Just really quickly, right? Somebody's asking me if I want to learn Swedish. I will learn Swedish, but I will be putting it through Google Translate before I say it.
Someone's asking me if I want to learn Swedish. Welcome to the Hammers Chat Watch Along, everyone, with Charlie and Tom. We're here every game.
Really quickly, I can confirm what Max says. Max Steve has said is actually good night in Ukrainian. So what is that? Nadobranish? Nadobranic? I don't know how they would speak. Is that? I can confirm, Charlie. That's nothing bad. I have actually typed it in.
I know you. I know you're sensible enough to do that. Don't worry.
Can somebody tell me in another language what David Moyes make?
Go on,
David.
he went
Charlie,
for the 1-2. He went for the 1-2. It was good. It's got opportunity though. Sorry, carry on.
Oh God, I know you're interrupting me.
No, I'll mute myself and let you talk about whatever nonsense you want.
No. I was just going to say, can somebody tell me in another language what David Moyes makes some fucking substitutions is, please? Just really quickly. Right, okay, well, Charlie's just whispering in my ear. Give me abuse, guys. Be back in a second. Just get back on the street.
There used to be a great tower.
He's back onto his right foot. Yarmolenko. He's got it in the box, shifts it onto his left.
We're itching for 4 here. We're itching for 4.
Felipe Anderson. Cheeky ball into the box. Cut out again by
Yarmolenko. Say, Ombraphobia. West Ham Fan TV have more viewers, but they are too macho for me. I like halves and not pints. I'm macho. I wasn't just singing "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal. What are you talking about? How dare you? Good opportunity. Didn't quite
Mina to J Paddington says I need 4-0 for £200. And finally,
oh my God.
7 minutes to go.
Ashby. So we've got Snodgrass coming on. Oh, sorry, coming off for Connor Coventry. Good to see our second DM actually appear on the pitch. With all of 7 minutes to go, because that's really going to help anything. And the second substitution, Ashby for Ben Johnson. As Tho said, he did say he was a Scottish right back, 18-year-old. Good to see the youth players though. I do like seeing them. As much as I feel like having a substitution that late in the game is ultimately incredibly pointless unless you're winning, unless you're losing. Sorry. Good to see him. Good to see him.
Okay, I can confirm what has been put in the chat by Liam. It doesn't include swearing. So, can David Moyes? I imagine this is how they would say it in Swedish. David Moyes, or is that Dutch?
That's definitely Dutch, my G. That's real Dutch.
Gotta nagra bieten? Is that?
You went more Swedish towards the end. It wasn't the best accent you've got on your belt. I won't lie to you, but
can David Moyes gotta nagra bieten?
That's the Swedish chef from the Muppets. That's what that was. Look
at Josh Cullen there again.
Everyone in the chat's just like Dutch. I'm like, yeah.
David Moyes. Josh Cullen has been an absolute machine tonight. It's been fantastic, start to finish. Slips in.
Ashby. Haller wanted it lower and he played it into it. To be fair, Ashby put it into a really good position, but Haller was somewhere else and no one was following up.
Rebecca, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't racist, Rebecca. Don't say that.
So it's an unfortunate. It was a good opportunity there, and Ashby underlapped very well.
I reckon you're Maltese. Yeah, the only reason that my Maltese was a little better.
Here we go. He went to Malta once. We understand it, Tom. We get it.
I'm just saying.
I'm Tom. I'm well travelled, and I've been to places. Yeah, we get it, bruv. You've been, bruv. We understand. You went to Dubai once. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
fine. We understand.
This is why I can't live stream. Just quickly, whilst I'm here for that, Rebecca, I'm now removing you as moderator. So thanks for your spanner work this evening.
So you got to be like me. Halfway through my streams, I just start ranking biscuits.
Ruthless.
You know what I mean? None of that other nonsense. I don't say now. I play my games and then I start ranking biscuits. What more do you need? You know what I mean?
Rebecca, there was your spanner, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. Unlucky. I'm sure if Gio then found out that I'd given you the spanner, I would be for the high jump.
You did what, huh?
Say again.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, when not to reply. Not to say things again. No, not when to repeat.
Quickly, whilst you're here, watch that goal that I put in the chat from Odebeko, so that people know that you've seen the goal.
Did you put it in Discord?
I did put it in the Discord.
All right, everyone, our screen is about to go funny for a second.
No.
I apologise.
Oh dear, Gio's here.
It's going to go funny for a second. Ignore that. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Nah, that's not Gonzo. That'll be Gio. Homophobia. No, you didn't see anything, Gio. I promise. It was.
Oh, fam, you've given. Oh, okay. Oh, blimey. Yeah, you were not wrong. He passed it into the net from about 500 miles away.
That was mental, innit? What technique that was. When does the match review with Gio and Gonzo start? As soon as this is finished, we're both going to... What? Oh, Sebastian Haller. Very, very close to getting his hat-trick. Just could not control the ball in by Anderson. Anderson's been brilliant again tonight.
Hi, Gio. I assume.
When does the match review start? It starts as soon as full time. If you stick around with us, we will drop the link in here.
The second it's about to start, we have the link. We'll put it in the chat for you to click. That way you don't miss a single thing. We like to make it as easy as possible for you here. And remember what to say when you get there.
Oh, big tackle from Coventry. Or was that Ashby? I can't even tell. They look alike.
Coventry. Ashby's a right back.
54. Oh, yeah. 54. That is Coventry. Richie, I'm not going to say that out loud.
That's what you said.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's the thing I said. It doesn't matter.
Ah.
Yeah.
Who scored the third goal? Felipe Anderson did, Maya. A great bit of skill, technically, from Lanzini, who shifted it left and right again. Slipped it into the path of an oncoming Felipe Anderson, who slotted it past the keeper. Great banter from Gio. Liam, I'm happy we're actually winning the game. I know it's nice, Charlie. I don't think we're going to be able to get a win, maybe potentially on our live streams for about 4 or 5 weeks. So.
I predicted a win in the Leicester game. That's the one I've predicted that we're going to pick up points in a cheeky win on there. But
Tom just lost his pay. Right. Hashtag boycott Hammers chat. Come on, you boycott.
Come on, you boycott, bro.
Do you think Anthony's playing like he wants to move? I wouldn't say that, Evan. I think he's just... I don't know. What about you, Charlie? I think he's just playing. Just dislike the video. You lie.
Why? I think he's just playing well. I don't think Anderson wants to leave. I don't think... It's just... I don't know. It's just a lot of conjecture at this point, I think. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Gio Gonzo out. Hashtag GG out.
God, look, you've started a mutiny already.
Quickly, Lucas De Silva.
Oh, Lucas! Congratulations, Lucas. Well done. Big dubs. I don't know how to translate big dubs into Portuguese, but he's got it. Oh, what a ball by Yarmolenko. Mate, just having players who are actually good in that area is wild, isn't it? Lanzini, Anderson, Lanzini. Just look at this. Just easy. It's so easy. That's a really good block, to be fair. Haller's claiming it's a handball, but that was a really good block.
Yeah, she's watching downstairs. I'm not saying that. Stephen Richardson, do you think the takeover is going to happen?
Gio, look, I can't, but know that I would time you out. Okay, I can't time you out. Just know that I would.
Everyone loves Ted. Everyone loves Ted.
Ted's a legend, bro.
Andrew Phipps, not Anderson's biggest fan, but he has done some great stuff. I think everybody that's played tonight has given a great account for themselves. Come on, you jumping up here. My cat is just doing weird things to my chair. Come on. Right, Gio's off to get the review ready. Okay, see you, Gio.
Bye, Gio. You look like a Bond villain. Cheers, Gio. Appreciate it. You know,
Cheers,
I just do bits. You know, I would say I run, you know, just the whole stream single-handedly. You know, everything to do with it. You know, doing it in multiple languages just so that people can be inclusive. You know, I do a lot. I do a lot.
We'll give Charlie a mention for his hard work tonight. Yeah, Gio's a bitch.
Wow, he's still there. Well, he might have gone by the time you say it, to be fair. But thank you, everyone, for joining. As Gio said, he's off to get the review ready as we have a corner right in the late stages of this game.
As Gio says, 200 likes on this video. If you are in this live stream and you haven't liked it already, 200 likes and we will do a bet giveaway on the watch along for the Arsenal game. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning it, if we do hit the 200 likes, we will do a bet giveaway on the video. And if you tune in, one of you could potentially win it. So if you have not, do drop a like on the video. There is an incentive of money, potentially, as full-time whistle does go. But yeah.
Full-time, 3-0 West Ham, double from Haller, a late one from Anderson, getting involved. Thank you all for joining us. We do appreciate it. Like Gio said, he's off to sort out the review. We will be dropping the link in the chat in a moment so you can go and click and have a watch of him and Gonzo talk about the game. Tom.
I'm just going to get the link quickly whilst we do wait for Gio.
I'll just say this while you do that. I think it's a good performance, a solid performance. It's the quality showed, I think, when you look at the quality of our front line comparatively to the quality of their back line. I think it showed. You see Anderson, Lanzini, Yarmolenko and Haller really sort of putting them to the sword. Lots of step overs, lots of cutting back. They didn't really know how to deal with it. It was a good performance. Not an unreal one, but a solid one nevertheless.
James Gunn, I absolutely love that. He's already started. Fo, quickly with the £5 donation before. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, mate.
Appreciate it. I'll say this, man of the match for me, Josh Cullen. Tom, man of the match and final thoughts just before we spam the link.
Yeah, Josh Cullen, man of the match for me tonight. I think every player gave a great account of themselves, but for me, Josh Cullen was the absolute standout. And again, if you are just joining us, we will stick the review link in here in a second so you don't have to go anywhere. But please drop a like on the video. Gio will be organising a bet giveaway for the Arsenal game. So if you come and join us, we'll potentially be giving away the winnings on stream to one of you. We just have to try and hit 200 likes on this video. So come on, send it. Also, yes, go into Gio's live stream and say Gio is a traitor because Gio was on another watch along stream tonight. Spam Gio is a traitor in the chat and like this video for the bet giveaway. That's me done. Rebecca, I love you. Thank you so much. Right.
Solidly against it. Tom, spam the link in the chat. It's a successful. We are through into the next round. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you on Saturday for the Arsenal game. Cheers, come on your irons, all that, and we'll see you soon.